It went. It went. Okay, we're
We're
live.
we're gone. We're live.
Gentoo's about to be gone. Don't you worry. Look
There's
at
plenty
this.
of time to blow that up.
There is. We have a couple hours to figure this out. So now I got to go tell everybody we're doing this thing. Why?
Yeah.
Hiya. Beep.
There's somebody to help tell us what to do.
Okay. Ray, I hope you can compile Gentoo because that's what we're doing. But I got to tell everybody else we're doing it. Hang on.
Are we starting from the beginning?
Yeah, I have the VM that I've been working on separate. I didn't want to blow that up because I feel like I'm doing good. Like I feel like I'm at a pretty good stopping point. Stopping point.
Sure.
There we go.
Maybe just make a clone of that. We can pick up from there.
No, we're starting all the way from the beginning. All the maximum amount of things that people could tell me to do to go wrong is what I want.
All right. Well, we can give that a whirl. Ray says he's a beginner, so we'll take it easy on him.
Ray's about to learn everything that you need to know. All right, let's see.
We'll take it easy on them.
It's all, trust me, we don't, Dan knows, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how any of this works. There's a good chance by the end of the night, we will not have a working Gentoo system. So, and I plan on not listening to good advice. So if that tells you anything.
It's all right, Leo. I usually just fake it till I make it, and I get lucky a lot. So there you go.
You're really good. You're really good at it. Adam, good. I'm so glad you're here because I need you to tell me what to type to compile Gentoo. And Larry, yay! Everybody's going to watch me fail. All right, that's good enough. I'll stop messing with that. We'll tell everybody. There you go. Everybody can go. There's that. Hang on. Gotta hit this other place.
Compile Gentoo, wrong answers only.
Yeah. There's...
Yeah, Leo's world.
Dude, it's not going to go well, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
And then last place, hang on. Wait a minute. So Larry over here sleeping Gentoo information. What? So Larry runs a Gentoo. He just has never told me.
Okay. Well, Adam's got the really secret sauce right there. He says there's a PowerShell module.
What? I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Adam's the kind of guy that'll say something like that. I don't believe it.
For sure. You know it.
Did you hear what Dan said about you, Adam? Oh, how terrible.
I hope he did. Get him on the show.
Maybe. Okay, let me pop off this last bit. Show. Yeah, why not? Okay.
Nah. Larry's smart. He's taking a week off.
5 times over 2 weeks. Wow. Okay, well, I'm glad to know I'm not the only one that is not good at this. The lulz.
Full disclosure. It's not always fun.
What's not? No, it's never fun. What are you talking about?
Oh no, lots of times it is fun. I really do enjoy this type of thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I didn't know what you were saying, so I was hedging my bet saying it's never fun. But you're talking about Gentoo and Linux and stuff.
Yeah, the hard way.
Yeah,
doing things the hard way. Just in general.
Like sometimes getting to the end sucks, but once you get to the end, it's like you've fixed a problem that you've been hacking on for a very, very long time, and the feeling that you get is really cool, really good. So
yeah. So Adam's onto it here. He says, what what would I have to gain?
The
And
lulz.
yeah, I get that, and you get the cred, and you get to wear the banner and whatever. You get to put the things on the shoulder boards and stuff. That's great. I don't know. I think that's about it here. That's all I feel like I've gained. So,
Oh,
I
I
mean,
see. No, what would he have to gain by steering me wrong? And the answer to that is the lulz. He would gain all the lulz.
oh, I'm thinking, what would I have to gain by going Gentoo?
Oh, nothing. But yeah, besides a sticker. Hey, you know what? We're gonna have to make some stickers.
Some more
Because
stickers?
yes, because after I compile Gentoo and can use it as a system, then I need a sticker. Put it on me, and that way I can come to the show and be like, look, I got the gold star. I was able to compile Gentoo. All right, but until then, look at this. What do we got to do? Look, so here's what I've done so
Okay.
far. Just the optional start the SSH daemon so that, by the way, I did say daemon. The daemon is running, and we're here. So we're ready for Gentoo. But
Ready to do something.
yeah, we're pretty much at the start. So let me see what I need to do. Okay, so we can look at this website together.
All right. Yeah. So we start with
Oh,
networking. Is that where we start?
Adam, is that a picture of Steve?
It
Uh,
is a picture of
Oh
Steve.
my God, I love that.
that's kind of awesome.
It's very meta. Yeah.
Does Steve know that you have that?
He's gonna know. He'll show up.
I hope he finds out in the best way possible
It's gonna be
I
on
hope so too.
stream. So
on his own.
Yeah. That's neat.
okay.
Yeah, it was a picture that I took a long time ago for like I think I was demonstrating the pixel density of my TV or something, and it just happened to be Steve's face
Of
because it's
course it
actually
did.
a photo of the TV of Steve. So, like,
That's actually pretty good considering.
Uh,
yeah, so it was, yeah, I
B-
love it though because he just looks baked.
So, BGT asked, "What media did Leo use here for the bootstrap process?
I
Are you
did.
using the Gentoo live ISO?"
Yes, but Larry, I did. It's down here. It's to be ready for anything that comes. The hair being down. And so yeah, to BGT minimal installation CD, the 400 and whatever meg one.
Right off the Gentoo page.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm aiming to grab the OpenRC stage 3.
Stage 3.
Right.
Okay.
But that's in a couple steps. So minimal
Yeah.
install is where we're starting. So
And it really is minimal.
oh yeah. I don't know what's on here, but enough to run ifconfig. So
That's about it. Yeah, just enough to get your stuff on there.
yeah, I know it has network access because I'm SSH'd into it. So let's
All right,
see.
so that's good. Check that one off the list.
Hey
So you're
man,
not using the desktop profile? You're just using another
no.
one?
Why would I
Okay.
use a GUI? I have to do all this stuff in the terminal anyway.
I didn't know that's what it meant.
That's what it means.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't actually. I've
it's
never used it. Is that what it
I
means?
don't know. I believe it's
Okay.
comes with all the junk on it, so that it's probably back in the days of when you needed to do offline installs. It made a lot more sense probably because it came with the
Right.
stuff you needed to install.
Yep.
But now with the net being everywhere all the time, I don't know. It's probably better off just pulling it down.
Oh yeah. Well, we're about to find out if I can both download and stream at the same time. So
I'm
it should
sure
be
you can.
okay because the box is over there, wired and not on Wi-Fi. I think that would have been my bottleneck, but I'm good. To BGT, yes. OpenRC only so that we don't have to run around all over the handbook to find what we need to do for the first time. But if we're successful, or if we get any type of success here, I want to just wipe it all and do System D. That was my original intention, and I failed, which is why I said all that I said on the show. So baby steps. I'm still a Gentoo baby.
I do have one of each. So I've got a System D.
He had to come in
VM.
with that. You had to come in with that, didn't you?
I started System D, and I was like you, and I said, that's really not the Gentoo way. I really need to switch that over to OpenRC, and so that's what I did on the laptop.
Yeah, well,
Both of them work. They work. The instructions are actually good enough to get you going. Believe it or not. I know they're geared a little more towards OpenRC, but they give you enough. You just have to read fully the whole section, because they give you both ways. They give you the OpenRC usually first, and then the System D way, and you just have to make sure you're doing the right steps. Anyway, I can see Leo's.
So you're doing this on hardware, huh?
No. Well, sort of,
It's a
right?
VM.
A Proxmox VM.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not that brave yet. I still want my Debian box over there to continue to be Debian. So we're not there yet. How do you stream Discord audio through OBS? I just leave it set to desktop audio, and Dan comes through, and then I come through separately. I have mine set separately. Oh no! Just,
Yeah, actually, Pulse Audio will do that, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, nothing special there.
Yeah, I didn't
you
read
don't-
this. I didn't read the second half of the sentence before I started talking. Leave it to me to continue to do that. All right, so we're gonna. Oh, okay. So we have internet, guys. All right, so
Good.
let's see. Let me make this a little. Oh
I'm
wait.
going along with you. Should be fun.
Okay, cool. Here, I wanted to bring this up so we can have kind of half and half. Sweet. All right. It is DHCP. I don't need to set it up. I already have it set it up. I don't need PPP. Not using PPP. I don't need any more kernel modules for network stuff. I'm good there.
Nope.
Already have an IP. I don't have wireless on this box. And oh, look at this, a IP addressing primer, just in case you didn't know. 8 bits to an octet.
That's actually pretty good. That's a pretty good layout.
It is. For someone that's never seen it before, no. But to someone that has a vague idea what's going on, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so I guess we're good. It was just making sure we're on the network, right? Preparing the disks. I have a 64 gig disk. There's only one. And let's see. We're dev SDA. Let's see. LSBLK here.
SDA or VDA?
SDA. I know. Isn't that weird? Shouldn't it be VDA? I thought Proxmox did the whole virtual disk thing.
I think you can set it up either way.
Oh, whatever default. It would set to SCSI something default. I don't know. I just
Okay.
clicked next.
So you
man.
got it set to SCSI. If you set it to a
Your
VirtIO,
Yeah.
then it would be VDA.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, it defaults to SCSI, I suppose.
I think it might. Yes, actually.
Good old Proxmox.
Yeah. All right. So I.
What gives you good sane defaults that don't break?
Yeah, and
Right.
I'm on. We do not have UEFI capability. I left CBIOS on, so that means we just get
Okay.
to write it to the partition.
So MBR type. We're not going to do a GPT, or
I think we can still do GPT.
you can.
I don't guess it really matters.
Probably not.
Okay, so I guess we'll just stick to the default, right? Default partitioning scheme. Start with boot partition. So fdisk dev SDA.
So I'm gonna help you out a bit.
Uh-huh.
If you do CF disk,
No,
you get
no.
a nice.
I'm
get
going to
much
tell you
nicer-
something. Dude, CF disk was the very first partitioner I ever used back in Slackware back around the year 2000, and it was terrible, dude. Not because it's a bad piece of software, but because I didn't get any instruction on how to use it, and I couldn't figure out like how to move around. So I've gotten over the years really good with fdisk.
It's really good with F disk.
Yeah, man, it's fine. We're fine.
This is about as honestly though. What we're doing here is pretty simple.
Yeah.
You're going to make 3 different partitions, right? You're going to do 3.
Yeah. So
So
we're-
you're going to have a boot partition. You're going to have a regular root partition. You know, and then you're going to have a swap, right?
Yep.
So that's it. That's all we're going to have.
So we're going to create a new DOS partition table. We're going to do a new partition. It's going to be primary. It's going to use the first partition, start at the first sector, and then we're going to make it, it suggested 1 gig, right? So 1G plus will do it? 1 GB? Is it 1 GB? 1 GB plus?
1G plus.
Should be G, yeah.
Is it? Is
No,
that
G. You got her.
It doesn't like me. Hold on. It doesn't like that? Why didn't it like that?
I believe you need.
Oh, is it plus 1G? I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I got really good with F-Disk.
Now you got it.
Yeah.
So that's
Back in
gigabyte,
this battle.
but that's fine. That's good.
Yeah. For swap, RAM size times 2. I gave it 4 gigs of RAM, so I guess that means 8 gigs of swap. Default 2, first sector, that one. 8 plus G.
Does Gentoo hit the swap a lot? I mean, I know you should need a swap
Well-
partition, but I wondered if the compiles like hit that hard. I guess if you're pressured to memory or
Yeah. At 4 gig, you are kind of limiting yourself really seriously. So you may hit it a little bit. I don't know that you'll ever need the 8. The 8 is more if you were ever intending probably to suspend or something.
F this. I love Steve.
Yeah.
I just wasn't
Yeah.
sure if like Emerge would be swap heavy, you know?
It'll hit it. It'll go into it. It'll use it.
One core or one job. I think the handbook
Right.
mentions it takes about 2 gigs if you're doing big compile jobs. So each job should be per core, right? Something like that. So if we do 2 jobs, that means that it's going to take up 4 gigs, but that doesn't take into account the system itself. So it'd be like 4.5 gigs. So
Right.
it would swap at that point, and we could crank it up even more. But I think we'd probably run out of memory.
That's for like a large, like something like Chromium or something like that.
I suppose.
It'll use it on anything that you're compiling. If it gets going well enough, it'll put stuff into RAM,
Yeah.
and obviously use the swap then at that point.
Josh.
Josh,
Yeah, Josh got it.
he says 4 gig is probably plenty. It's not going to hit a ton, but it's good to have some for sure.
Yeah. All right, made that third partition. Filled up the rest of the space, printing it out there. So you see SDA1, 1 gig, SDA2, 8 gigs, SDA3, 55 gigs. But now I got to go swap it. So SDA1 needs to be fat, right? I guess I should probably look at the...
Correct.
oh, no, it can be XFS. For old style BIOS, it can still be XFS.
Sure.
But
I usually
does it need to
I
be
don't know.
XFS? I'm going to do fat. Let's see. What is the partition styles?
And I've been doing like UEFI stuff for so long.
Yeah, all of that is fat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so for BIOS, you don't even need a boot partition, but I mean, for simplicity, it is kind of nice having it separate, I feel like.
What's the key for
You want the ID types?
Yeah,
Is what you're looking for?
What I just did it a minute ago, I swear.
List known partition types, L.
Oh my god. I did that earlier. Oh, I seriously did that earlier. All right. And then is it T for change? Yeah, T for change. All right. Partition number 1 needs to be... What is fat? Fat 16? No, fat 32. Where's fat 32? 0B, is that right? Or 0C? Does it
I
mention?
think so.
No, it just goes straight into it. 0B or 0C, what do you think?
I think you want 0B.
All right. W95 fat 32. Surely that'll work. Surely. All right.
You want to change partition 2 as well, I believe.
Yep. To swap space. Partition number 2. Oh, that's why I didn't remember what it is, because whenever you go to change it, it gives you the option to do it. That's why. All right. So 82 to swap. Print everything. Does that look right? SDA1, Windows 95, FAT32, SDA2, Linux swap, and then SDA3, Linux. Does that look right?
Looks right now.
Hold on. No, Larry said he used 01. What's 01? Oh, that's FAT12.
Oh, yeah. That's probably
that'd
not big enough. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because you're not, you don't have 32 bits of whatever, so files wouldn't fit.
I was going to say, could you even have it 1 gig?
Yeah, I don't even think you could have it FAT16 because that, what's FAT16? 32 meg, right? Like, the files can only be 32 megs in size. Because in
Right.
FAT30,
And your partition size is limited as well.
yeah, and that's why FAT32 can do 4 gigs. It can do 4 billion.
Right.
But it's actually not 4 gigs, right? Because it's like 2.8
No,
or
it's
something gigs.
no 3.5.
Is it
right.
that big? Like you can actually get files on it that big?
Oh, I don't know if you can get files on it that
Yeah.
big. but you
Oh,
can have
yeah.
a
That's what
partition
I'm
size
thinking.
That big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna write this partition table, and then LSBLK says we got the partitions. All right. Cool. So it's time to play with them now. It's time to format them.
Yeah. Let's put some file systems on. Yeah. Let's put some
Yeah.
formats on them.
It had the makefs for FAT32, and there's an option in there that I always forget to use. Here it is, F32. All right. So MKFS. I'm gonna copy paste this. A little bit of cheating, just a little. That's why I wanted to SSH. Yeah, BGG. I know you don't need a swap, but I'm using such low memory that I'd feel more comfortable if I had one, just in case.
I am firmly in the camp that you should always have swap.
Yeah.
I think so. Even if it's a swap file,
Yep.
I think swap file is fine. But you should have something. Yeah. You should have.
There are many things that you just expect swap to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you never know that unexpected thing that runs away in the RAM. All of a sudden, your system is pretty unusable if you don't have
Right.
something.
And it's not always about like just running out of memory or memory pressure as well. Like there's just some
Mhm.
applications that just like to store stuff in swap.
They
Yep.
do.
And
Yep.
then they
It's
or
almost.
file operations is a big one. Like copying files.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
swap is essential for that.
Hey, thanks, Josh, for the options on the makefs. So I'm gonna do XFS for SDA3, and then I don't think I have to do anything for swap. I just need to turn it on here in a sec. Oh yeah. Okay, so make swap and then swap on. All right, MK swap.
So do you
of SDA2.
use XFS most of the time, Leo?
No, I don't. But it was recommended in the Gentoo handbook, so it was.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if it was so much recommended as in this is what we do all the time. So yeah.
That's fine. It's a fine file system. I was just asking.
All right, so swap's there. Oops, wrong one. Swap's there. Let's see. All right, now we get to mount the root partition. Look at this. We're making some progress, guys.
All right. So yeah, Josh says it wasn't recommended. It was used as an example, but I got to believe they used it as an example because somebody likes it. You wouldn't have used it
Well,
as an example
it's
if
a safety
it wasn't
catch.
your thing. Yeah.
It's a safety catch. If
It
you run out of
works. It
memory,
works.
swaps.
No. XFS.
Oh. Hold on. I gotta hold on. Let me come down here and mark my spot. Oh, we're at the very bottom. Okay, hold on, because it did say something about XFS, like it was a very good choice or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, right here. Yeah, file systems. XFS is the recommended all-purpose, all-platform file system. So yeah, it's not that they just used it. It's straight up recommended. I think what I'm going to end up doing is using Btrfs, but trying not to deviate too much right now so that I don't break stuff. And I didn't need to make dir either because Mount Gentoo is already there. All right, so Mount Dev SDA3 in MNT Gentoo, and it's there. Cool.
Yep. Sure enough.
All right, installing stage 3. Let's go download this guy. Let's verify the date. I think that's right for UTC. So people in the UK are about to go to sleep. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
So
That's
the
what I've got here.
tarball. Okay.
Checks.
Cool. So the tarball I want for stage 3 is the OpenRC stage 3 archive, right? AMD64. Cool.
Yep.
Oh, wait, no, it said go to MNT Gentoo first, and then wget, download this.
Yeah, you want to be in the right directory when you do this. So
Yeah.
That, outputs to, you could specify the output location, but if you just get it, it's going to drop it in that directory.
I hit enter too fast most of the time, so that would may or may not work for me. Oh, I don't need to do this. This is command line browsers.
You should probably check, make sure it's there.
The file?
Yeah.
Right there.
There it is.
Okay. And then let's see. Unpack the stage tarball. So that I'll need to expand. So AMD 64 OpenRC, blah blah blah, tar XZ. X adders include.
So this is going to make sure that you include the attributes that were, packed up, if you will, and preserve those.
Here's where I'm relying on everybody. Look for typos. Because I will typo. I guarantee it. Numeric owner. Warner. Owner. Yes. Right. So the attributes that are set in the exe file or in the tar file,
right.
Xadders includes means that it will be exactly the same when it dumps it out. And numeric owner basically means that it'll drop any kind of name that might be present as like,
right.
Instead it's like user 1000 or something like that, right? User ID 1000.
It's UID. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's going to dump it all to right here. Oh yeah, that's right. It does kind of go into that. All right. So let's dump it. Oh wait, what did I do? Oh, what did I mistype? See, you guys. See, nobody.
Oh, you had an extra paren there, and your parens
I think there's
are your double parens versus single parens there.
Oh,
too.
wouldn't double work though? Double would work. I think it was the equals. Let's see. Ah, see.
Maybe
I missed an equals. That's what happened.
It depends on how many other parens you have in your statement.
Now that's true.
If you had other ones, then yeah.
Right. That's a very Linux thing to say.
Mm-hmm. So you got a whole order of operations, obviously, like your, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally math problem.
Yep.
Parentheses matter.
I'm a double kind of guy, unless we're inside the doubles and we're singles.
Okay.
Let me see. All right. Okay, now we're going to get into the mic.conf. So what are we doing here? This is, configuring compile options. We're already here. Awesome. So
this is where the magic sauce happens right now. I mean, you're setting it up for success right here.
Yeah, this is where I did the mnative thing.
Yep, that makes sense.
Or March native, whatever it is. Okay, we'll get there.
The architecture, right?
Yeah, and what is W with Nano? What is the W
in
option?
Nano?
Oh, no wrap. Oh, okay, so it doesn't wrap. Well, this file's not that big. We don't need to worry about that. I'm going to leave it off. Okay. BGT's laughing at me already. Very Emacs thing. Yeah, it is. Okay, so the common flags I left alone except for march. Yeah. march equals native, I think is how I did.
Right, so that's going to use the native architecture.
And it figures that out on its own, right?
Correct.
March.
It's not setting any special compile flags. It's just going to use the native ones.
Right. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, so march native in front of O2 and pipe. And someone said something about taking off pipe if something happened. I think maybe ran out of memory. Maybe that's what
Oh, really?
it was.
No, I haven't encountered that one.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Could be. I just haven't encountered it yet.
Oh, if we're not cross-compiling, I don't need it.
Yeah, no need to take off.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
Is that
take it
where you-
off, but I had seen. I think it was under one of our YouTube videos where we talk about Gentoo.
Is that where you like specify the like number of cores and stuff, or is
Uh,
that automatic these days?
You
no,
do that in this file. You do
yeah,
that. It has you do that later
make
in the
opts.
handbook.
It's a little further down. It's right here. Make opts.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
do
yeah.
jobs, and then so each job is about 2 gigs. So we should probably just keep it to one job for now. But pipe. Another popular optimization flag is pipe. Use pipes rather than temporary files for communication between the various stages of compilation. Has no impact on the generated code, but uses more memory. Oh, so that is what it was. I did remember correctly. That's what they told me to do. Use pipe if you're running out of memory. Yeah. So on systems with low memory, GCC might get killed. Oops.
So with the
Yes.
jobs, is that not like per core thing, or is that like
It
so
is.
if you leave it just like J1, they'll just use 1 core?
Correct.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But apparently with pipe, it will use even more memory than just the basic 2 gigs, I suppose.
Yeah, it'll use more memory because it passes one thing onto the next, right? Just like a pipe, like when you write a piped out statement, and so it just keeps it going,
And that
if you
gets
will.
splatted into memory. Okay. All right. So I take this to mean C and CXX flags don't need to be changed. It just has common flags in there. It's what I have here, even though they don't have a. Okay. Someone in the chat, maybe, but Dan, maybe you know. FC and FF or F flags. FC and F flags. What is that? I hadn't gotten to the part in the handbook where so it's common flags, C flags, CXX flags. Those show up in the handbook, but FC flags and FF or F flags does not show up in the handbook, or at least not to a point where I have made it to yet.
I have no idea.
I figure C flags is compile flags, right? But that's also common flags.
It could be actually C lane flags,
Maybe.
right?
Josh, what do you mean? If it's KVM, it's not generic. What did I miss about generic?
Well, his host CPU is AMD 64, so
It is true, but I don't think I've done anything AMD or Intel specific just yet.
you haven't.
Okay. Yeah, so okay, that makes sense. But what about the F ones? FC flags
Right.
and F flags.
I don't know. You're gonna make me look it up now.
Hey. Okay, so Etsy portage make conf. So the make ops thing goes in here too, right? So we're gonna add make ops down there. Oops. And let's see, setting the jobs to. We're just gonna let that be 1. That's just gonna be 1 for now. Listen.
Oh, F flags are Fortran apparently.
Oh, BGT probably. Oh, wow. So BGT had been right all along. I totally missed that one. Good call. Fortran. What?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I just went and looked it up, and he found the same thing. Yeah, no. So yeah, Fortran.
Why? What? Like
Why Fortran?
Yeah. What?
I'm sure it's in something.
Dude,
You may never touch it, I guess.
Hold on. No, Fortran's going to be an entire 5-minute segue in the history segment. Why is it in there? Why is it in there, though?
Oh, because I think there are still things Fortran.
Surely, but why is it in the default? Like, in the default...
Oh, because you need to set your flags. I mean, that's
But
like
for
pretty
Fortran?
important. Probably for everything, yeah.
Maybe. Bash has a Fortran dependency. That's cool. Yeah, Jay, it's gonna take all night. I'll be surprised if we have a running Gentoo system by the end of this.
So CXX flags, I did know this one, or at least I thought I did. It's for C++ stuff.
Okay. That's cool. Oh, is that like C and C++ kind of thing?
I believe, yes. That's what those first two do. And then F is obviously Fortran.
Oh, did they use X's because they couldn't use pluses because pluses are special?
Yeah, probably.
Setting Adelang flags. This is gone way off the rails, I think. Okay, just kidding. We haven't started compiling anything, so we'll get there though. All right, so we got make ops J1. We're gonna keep it real smooth. It makes Jay's comment a little more true. It's gonna take all night. All right, so I saved that. We're good to go. Cool. Installing the base system. I want it to be, though, Josh. I want it to be the most rabbity of rabbit holes forever.
Yeah, that's how we get the history of these things. There's a reason most of these take a month, and this one's taking an entire season.
Yeah. I want to know all the things. Like this is just a fun way for me to learn how to do all the things. All right, so mirror select IO, pipe all that junk, or redirect all that junk to make.conf at the end.
Josh says you really don't need to do that if you're in the U.S.
Really? Why?
Probably picks those. I don't know.
But if it's not,
default.
I'm under the impression that there won't be repositories unless you do it.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh wait, no, no. Look at this. It's recommended to select the fast mirror. You don't have to do this. So it will just. Well, where does it default me to? Is in the U.S. and it bounces. But so it's like okay.
Oh, so it's got load balancing type, stuff sitting in front of it. Probably.
Well, I really appreciate that info. That I want to set them anyway.
I picked my mirrors because I picked the university that's literally less than a mile across town.
Yeah. Rochester. Is that the one?
No, I picked Clarkson.
Oh, Clarkson. How cool. Yeah, Georgia Tech is probably as close as I'm going to get. There's no Texas one.
So Clarkson's literally less than a mile away. So I picked that because, it's close.
Yeah.
Not going to get any faster than that, probably.
Georgia's pretty far. But they're all pretty far, actually. So Georgia's the closest to me out of all of them. Mass and New York, which are three of them, are... And then what's OSU? Oh, that's also New York. What is it up with New York? Is Gentoo a New York thing? University of Utah. That's the only other one. And I'm about...
That's the other direction, yeah.
Yeah. We'll stick with Georgia. All right. So that's that. I'm going to check it real quick. All right. Gentoo mirrors, GT lib. So so HTTP and rsync, what's the difference? Why would I want...
So rsync, like Josh says, rsync is going to be faster. HTTP is, got some overhead, right? This is web stuff.
Okay. Well, let me just... It was just changing HTTP to rsync, right? I don't have to run the thing again.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll know when it fails.
I mean, yeah. So if it fails, see, again, it's y'all's fault if this breaks. Y'all were supposed to check my typing. So, let's see, Etsy portagerepos.conf. So, does that not exist? I don't think it did. All right, so it does now. Now we're copying the repos.conf file to gentoo.conf in the repos.conf folder. Okay, let's do that. Very cool. Take a peek with a text editor or by using the cat command.
It's always a good idea to check your work.
Who does that? Okay.
Well, there's multiple ways to check your work. I didn't say how.
It's true. I check my work by not checking my work.
And then when it fails, you've checked it.
Exactly, right? I mean, it forces a check. Matter of fact. All right, so before the new environment, copying over the DNS information. Oh, yeah, this is the quip you made. I said, I'll have internet afterward. And you said, you'll have name service afterward.
Which is important.
It is. But if the networking isn't working, I guess...
I don't remember all the numbers to everything, so the name service is pretty key.
Okay, so I appreciate the rsync info. That's really cool.
That is helpful. Yeah.
All right.
But it's just like if you make backups. If you've ever used rsync to make a backup or whatever, it'll use the diffs. It's important.
Okay. All right. It's time to mount everything. Let's get it mounted. Yeah.
Yeah. See, here's the part. Like, I think a handy script here would be, nice, right?
Nah, then you're just running Arch.
It's true. That's the difference.
If I wanted to run Arch, Dan, this would be an Arch live stream. Maybe we should do that though. We should just do Arch, but like with some really weird stuff.
Oh,
what would be more?
you could-
What would be more interesting to more folks? Arch with weird options or Gentoo with weird options?
so Arch, I feel like it'd be a little harder because you'd have to rip some things out, probably, right?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Right? Isn't it system D by default?
Yeah, more or less.
Ah. BGT says Arch, but Joshua says Gentoo. Of course, though. All right, so I'm kind of I want to get good at this. You know, not for any other reason than just get good at it, but really to mostly know what I'm doing, but also to do weird, interesting live streams like Gentoo with weird options, Arch with weird options. NTFS en route. I mean, besides the fact that that's gross, that is kind of cool. Linux from scratch. That's going to have to be its own entire season. Because at the end of it, we're going to have user space Linux is what it's going to be called. And then, you know, we'll have our own distro and everything else. All right, so to root into Mount Gentoo, which is where we mounted everything, and invoke bin bash, I suppose.
So you're going to use bash kernel. Yeah, sure.
All right, source in the profile. Make sure we get our paths and whatnot. Give ourselves a wonky little prompt that says chroot. Now, you know what? It's going to be Linux user space is what it's going to be. All right. Then we're going to mount the boot partition. That way we can tinker with it. All right. Okay. Now we're getting into it. Now we can do the first emerge to get all the cool stuff.
Yeah, so this is like your apt update.
Yes. The first one. Look, y'all. Uh-oh. Hold on. Was it supposed to find a snapshot, or was that cool to happen? 2023, July 13, snapshot not found. Oh, see? Josh already said, uh-oh. I didn't even do anything wrong, man. Oh, wow. It's doing it over and over and over again.
Oh, it kept doing it?
Okay, hang on. Double check. Like, it's rsync : / www blah 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 blah. Rsync, right?
I don't know. What are the?
You know what? We have to get out
I
of
think
this.
we got to select that again. I think your mirror might messed up.
Yeah, you're probably right. The mirror thing. Where is the mirror thing? Mount. There's a bunch of mounts. Make sure. Mirror select. Here we go. All right, but we're gonna.
Up.
Seriously, I could have just looked at history, but no. All right, I guess that's what it was, right? Yes, but rsync mirrors have different URL. Oh, you're probably exactly right on that. Okay, so. Okay, that makes sense. I knew something was up. That's what it was. Yep, there's no www. It's not www. It's rsync. So I missed a second rsync. All right, so I'm gonna add that one, but we got to go back in to mnt gentoo blah 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 to go and get rid of the other one.
I just did my web rsync, so I'm right along with you.
Oh, nice. Here, we'll just get rid of
Except
that
you're ahead now because.
Well, yeah,
Shh,
I
shh,
guess.
Shh. We're getting there. Hold on. There we go. Chroot in. We're gonna source the profile again. We're gonna put the prompt in there again, and we're gonna emerge. Let's go! Snapshot was not found. Okay, what? I fixed it this time though.
All right. So Josh says ping Google. Make sure you got DNS.
Yeah, we're good. Look, ping gentoo.org, baby. Look at that.
Okay.
Why is Gentoo 4 times slower than Google? How dare they? All right. So let's look at this. Let's look at
so
this.
you're in the Chirrut, right?
I was, yes.
Did you copy over your resolve conf?
I believe that was one of these commands up here. Yeah. Mirror. So, oh, it must have been on the right here. Yeah. Resolve conf. Okay. Let me get in the Chirrut and then verify that I can do all that.
Correct.
All right. So, but just look at this. Just the mirror thing put it in there. So I suppose that's correct.
That looks correct.
Okay. All right. So let's get back in the Chirrut and cat etsy resolve.conf.
BTT says, hopefully you have an IRC client handy. And lucky for all of us, I already have the Gentoo IRC.
So
channel here.
in the Chirrut, I can ping Google, ping Gentoo. I run emerge WebRSync again. Still, snapshot not found.
I wonder if the says unsupported scheme.
Where do you see that? Oh,
The end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
try changing the mirror to something else.
I'm gonna go back
maybe-
with the HTTP one, man. It might be slower, but
Maybe just delete the line and just let it do its thing. That's what I did. I didn't bother setting a mirror.
Fine. Go back to what Josh originally said. All right. Get back in there. Oh, no, not yet. Let me get my stuff. My prompt. Emerge. Try it again. Yeah, it's working. Oh, it's not online?
Yeah,
It's
not
down?
online. Yeah.
Ha! Okay, so it wasn't my fault. Yes! That makes a whole lot of sense. Makes me feel a little bit better.
Come on,
Because
Leo. We invented load balancers for a reason.
I know. I don't. Is it load balancing? Is that what's actually happening back there, or is it something a little more rudimentary?
Most likely something more rudimentary.
Yeah, I figure. I mean, we're talking Gentoo minimal here. All right, so very cool. We're good. Result. Where are we at? We need to e-select stuff now. No, not yet.
That's
Yeah,
an Nginx load balancer.
it is. Oh, cool. Okay, so it really is. That is pretty cool. All right, so we got to read the news. E-select news list. Let's see what's going on here. All right. The user thing does not apply to me. That's really weird. So because I use the OpenRC one, the user merge doesn't affect me? Because when I did the systemd one, it did. So it's a systemd thing?
Yeah, probably it is.
Joshua, there's no way that Nginx load balancer is not hosted on Gentoo. If it is hosted on like Debian or something, I would be disappointed. Very disappointed. Well, yeah, but the user merge, that was a systemd thing. I mean, it has to be. That would be hilarious if it was a Pi2. That'd be amazing. But all it's doing is just, directing traffic. So that's kind of cool. All right. So the latest thing was the OpenSSH directory configuration changes. All right. I don't think there's anything in here that we need to... Oh, wait. We should read number 2 because back in 2019, change of accept license defaults was different.
Okay.
Should we read it?
Sure, if you want.
Do you just say the number? Oh, you do. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Has been changed to... Oh, that's it? It changed from something to that? All right, but Dan, you gave me some advice a while ago to do the no thing, which is to accept all the licenses.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're not the true freedom lover that I know you are,
Yep.
you just want the asterisks.
I do. Okay, so we need to look at our profiles. Here's where I messed up the first time. Select, was it list profile? Profile list. And so there's all kinds of profiles. The default is selected. Dan, if I did it out of order, I could do the desktop GNOME system D1. This is what I originally tried to do. But when I tried to do the emerge, like whatever, it said it couldn't compile like everything because I didn't have a kernel, the kernel sources, because the kernel sources aren't grabbed in the handbook until next chapter. So that's what threw me off. But this way, we won't have to compile everything and just sit here chatting until it's done compiling. We'll have a system in a few minutes. So we'll keep it default.
Yeah. So Josh says the no thing is actually fine for the home user as far as accepting licenses. But if you're putting this in production, you probably don't want to go with just the asterisks and just
you want to have an informed decision, and you want to
right.
You don't want to bring in all kinds of crazy things that you're agreeing to by default by just saying asterisk.
That's it, right? You've agreed to everything, and you didn't look at it. Yeah.
So profile 1 was already set, so I'm not going to set it. All right, now it's time to update. Emerge ask verbose. So it's going to ask us to be sure. It's going to tell us all the things. It's going to actually do the updates. Am I correct on that? What does deep and new use mean? Sorry, the highlights are weird.
So the new use is obviously you've selected. You haven't selected a different use, but like it would be if you change your use. It's going to compile. It's going to look for those changes and compile the things that it needs to compile again.
Got it. So what's deep mean? Like it compiles everything or something?
Probably.
I mean, it makes sense to me. Like if I was looking for a
So Josh says deep tells the portage to update the core system libraries.
Okay. New use tells portage.
And so new use new use flags have been declared. So if you go in there and you change your use flags, then like you're gonna do that here soon as you go down the list.
So I would need to
if you specify new use. Right?
I got it. Okay, so whenever I mess with those, make sure to do new use again. Okay. That way to look for it and changed use. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I suppose new use is for the first time, and then changed use is for the second time because I guess you wouldn't do new use again.
You can. No, it does the same thing, I think.
Well, it's probably I would suppose it's like a single redirect and a double redirect kind of thing, but they both are kind of single redirect because one will overwrite the other regardless. But I feel like using changed use makes more sense because they're not new, they're just changed. But I guess they are new because they're changed. Anyway, I'm going to hit enter now.
Sure.
Calculating dependencies. Would you like to merge these packages? There's only 9. This is why I said I wanted to do that very first one and not number 7. Because we would have been sitting here.
Absolutely. Because these are your base system files. Yeah. It's not anything beyond that. Yeah.
But we would also have to go on out of order. We would have had to go to the kernel section first. And then come back so that we can actually compile stuff. Okay. Stuff's flying by. Things are happening.
This will probably go pretty quick.
Well, I think I timed it at like 8 minutes or something, so it doesn't take long. So, Dan, how's the weather?
Not bad, actually. Cloudy here.
Yeah, exactly, right? Linux with a chance of clouds. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was actually kind of cloudy today, man. Like we've been having a rough summer, dude. We've been having a rough 108 degrees, 109 degrees often, like 5 out of the 7 days of the week. And then the reprieve was 103. So it's been a little spicy down south. Yeah.
We haven't been quite that bad, but we have had some heat, and we had it for quite a little while there. We were in the mid 90s, upper 90s, which is a lot for us.
Yeah. Well, y'all get to deal with a little bit more humidity than we get to deal with.
Oh yeah, so definitely humid. It's been humid.
Yeah, man. I sweat at the drop of a hat. So like once it hits about 85, I'm like, do I want to go outside? Because when I come back inside, I'm gonna need a shower. So yeah.
The last couple of weeks though, it's been pretty decent. In the 70s, 80s, typically not quite as humid. Still a little bit of humidity, but not quite as bad. So yeah, it's been
That's
pretty
good.
good.
I've been reading a whole lot about wet bulb temperature. Dan, don't die. Don't go outside when it's too hot and humid and have a heat stroke. Don't do that. I need you.
I try not to.
I need you for the other half of this show. It's important. It's very important.
Speaking of news articles, and be careful, I did hear of water intoxication. Apparently
Drinking
drink
too much water.
all at once.
Dude,
Yeah.
so let me tell you, the reason I know that that's the thing, there was a radio show a few years ago, like when the Nintendo Wii was new, and there was they were running a segment, and it was basically come down to the station and hold your Wii for a Wii, right? And so what they basically did was all these people came down, and you had to drink like everybody drank a bottle of water. And then you tapped out when you had to go pee, like when you just couldn't hold it anymore, right? There was this one lady.
This sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Oh, it definitely happened. So there's this one lady that won the whole thing, but like hours later, what you said. So and it did not end well. So but that's how I know that that's a thing. That's totally how I know that it was a radio show, because radio people are crazy, man.
They are.
Well, YouTubers are crazy now. You can say the same thing about YouTubers. These guys run around doing all kinds of crazy things all the time and getting thrown in jail for it.
Well, we don't have a hot tub here, but maybe we should get one.
You know what, though? You know what, man? We could change the category. We're in just chatting now, but there's a hot tubs category.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, if I get a hot tub in here, I could do the whole thing from a hot tub. Just want to make sure that like none of the plugs fall into the hot tub.
They make safe things for that. Like you can get waterproof keyboards and stuff, probably, or hermetically sealed keyboards.
Oh yeah, I was
like they have in factories. And
now
whatnot.
I'm not
sure
worried
that would
about
work.
the IP69 rating or whatever. I'm worried about dying from 240 volts of heat. That's a lot.
I want to be able to type. You got to be able to compile Gentoo, so you got to be able to type.
Yeah, that's a great GFCI tester. Yeah, are you grounded? I don't know. Let's find out. Bzz.
Linux user hot tub. There you go.
Oh, I love it.
So it could work.
You know what? For the live streams, I think that's what we're going to call it from now on. Oh, completed 1 of 9, emerging 2 of 9. We're getting there. We are getting there, my friends. All right. You know what I meant to do, though?
What's that?
The same thing that I mean to do every time we come on live stream is have the news ready. So we can hash out what's good news and what's not good news. But no news is good news.
This week there actually hasn't been a ton.
You wire it up to a spa panel. Hold on, what's a spa panel? I will 100% agree, Josh, dude. Emerge is amazing for what it looks like. I've never seen that much color in any other.
It does, and
package manager.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like, and whenever you get an OK, like it's got the green brackets around it and stuff, so you highlights it nicely. And when it fails, it goes red.
Well, yeah. Anytime I see any kind of red, even at work or whatever, it's too much. It's too much red. I don't like red. Don't color anything in red unless you want me to be anxious about it.
Yeah.
Bruno, yo.
Morning.
Hello?
It's not morning.
Well, for some people it is.
It's right. You're in the future, and I respect that. So, speaking of, there's a lottery being drawn tonight. I need you to tell me in the future what the numbers are in the past so I can win.
Done.
All right.
On it.
Okay, cool. Just DM it, and
Yeah.
I'll go grab those numbers.
Yeah. I already know it's a combination of numbers from 1 to 9. I just need to identify the sequence.
Okay.
And then we'll be all sorted. It's an easy formula. It's
Perfect.
fine. I've done it before.
All you got to do is compile those numbers.
That's it. Love it.
7326639. We have a like I think it's like up to 50,000 or something like that to win that are single digit numbers. You just got to get them in order. I wonder if that would. I'm gonna go get those numbers. Like however many I need to put in to get 7326639. Like however many of those I can fit. I think I'm just gonna go play those numbers and just see what happens. It's only $1. I make good monetary decisions. Okay.
Wait, are your lottos only $1?
Wait, well, no. The big ones, the ones for like, $1.5 billion after nobody wins for months, that's $2.
Right.
High roller.
Oh, wow, that's so much better than us.
We're high roller.
So that's crazy. That's awesome.
Well, we only get to keep 45% of it.
It's really low amounts. Yeah.
Yeah, you pay the extra, so you probably get to keep more.
I think we do.
Yeah.
We do get taxed heavily, but not at that level.
So you get taxed on the front end, and so it like diffuses the tax burden on the winner. Well, what a better way to do it?
That's actually true.
It does depend on how you take the payout too, right? So
you always want it in cash because taking the taking the little monthly thing or whatever, you could just put it all in the bank at the lowest percentage rate and still make more money off of it than would have.
For sure.
But if you're terrible with monetary decisions, maybe don't take the lump sum. Maybe just let it be your pension for the rest of your life. Because
if you're buying lottery tickets,
I know, right? Right. Sometimes I can't help it.
Gone down the road.
I know.
Yeah, one or two is good. If you can stop yourself, you're good.
Sometimes I gotta go and get 240s and a lotto ticket. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm just feeling that kind of way on a Saturday night, and there's no other way to satisfy that urge than to drink terrible beer.
Leo, remind me if I'm wrong, but you're in Texas, aren't you?
I am. What do you got? Are you about to say something about regulations?
No, it was just something so Texan about the way that came out. Sometimes you just get 2 parties and a little ticket. Like,
that's right.
The way it went out. It was good.
I only left out.
Probably purchased at Buc-ee's, but
No, I don't live close enough to a Buc-ee's. That'd be a 3-hour drive to
really.
Because then I'd get a pack of Marlboro Reds and 6 pounds of beef jerky. There's a difference.
I've heard this. I've heard this before. I feel like it was in a movie or something where that kind of line came out.
Joshua, Buc-ee's is like Walmart if you went to a convenience store Walmart, right? Yep. But it's, I don't know, like you can buy a cooler, you can buy 16 pounds of brownies, a couple of pounds of beef jerky, a Buc-ee's stuffed animal, and then you get some gas,
T-shirt,
and then you
go home.
Don't forget
your T-shirt.
Don't forget your T-shirt. T-shirts are very cheap. They actually are. I think they're like $14 or something for a branded, decent quality T-shirt. That's actually pretty cheap.
With Bucky on the front of it.
Who doesn't want a beaver on their chest?
Oh my goodness! This almost went like adults only for a second there.
What?
He's a smiley guy. I'm just gonna say.
Hold on, Casey's. Okay.
I don't know what Casey's is.
We're about to have like, what do you call that? Turf wars. What's a Casey's? Spent $1, won $1. Wait a minute. See, that's why I'm going to use Josh's numbers because he's 1 for 1. He's never lost the lottery in his life. Fantastic. That's how I know I'm going to win. So, if you see a bunch of new hardware back here, like extra lights and stuff, that's what happened. I won the lottery and spent a few $1,000s on lighting setup. Oh, hey, Gentoo's done.
Okay, yeah, Casey's, just looking it up here, it does look kind of similar to the Buc-ee's. I don't know.
Okay. I bet it is.
Maybe.
I bet it is. But do they have beaver nuggets? The answer is no. But
I highly doubt it.
They might have Casey nuggets or something.
Pizza looks like the thing.
Oh, Casey's is a
Okay,
pizza
so it's
place.
Casey's. Is it Casey's Pizza Food and Grocery Delivery? Is that the website? Is it Casey's.com?
They
Yeah.
have homemade pizza. Casey's.com.
Access denied. You do not have access to Casey's.com. The site owner may have set restrictions to prevent you from accessing the site.
Wow,
about
turn
the-
on your VPN, dude. Oh, no, actually, just watch the stream. Okay. For $15 large specialty pizza. Okay, cool.
I have a Casey's like
Oh, I've seen
300
this.
feet away.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen this
Yeah.
place. I've seen that logo and everything. Okay. That is what this is.
Yeah, there's a Casey's right next to my apartment complex.
Can you buy a little
Nuggets.
rooster? Do they sell little roosters
I don't.
there?
I don't think I would. I don't know if they do.
You wouldn't?
I don't think that was the question, though.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
they
You know,
have
I
them?
guess the answer is I'm not sure because I've never wanted to buy anything like that from there.
Okay. I'm a very big stuffed animal fan. Like I love this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm still very much a child.
No, I totally get
The
you.
toys that I never had, they're right here. So, lots of that kind of. So yeah, if I could find a rooster, I love roosters. My mom loves roosters. I think that's why I love roosters. And then when they're threatened, they'll throw hands. So I kind of appreciate that about roosters. Because I don't ever throw hands. That's just not a thing. All right.
Well, they throw wings or beaks more so than
That's true. And those,
hands.
well, they're little.
That's what their hands are for. Man.
little
Their hands are
claws.
there.
Throw out their
Just
little.
don't-
Yeah,
they just
man.
don't need it until it comes time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Fox try to eat my hands. Not today. Yeah, I've seen it happen. It's very violent.
The
Okay.
woman in my headphones has informed me my battery is low.
Your battery is low.
I love that. I've got the Sonys on, and as much as I love these headphones, the one thing I don't understand why they programmed it that way. When you switched it on, usually it says 20% battery or 60% battery remaining. You know what I mean? Because it's a computer, right? It knows this. Yeah, the Sonys are like about 40% battery. What do you mean about? You're in the thing. How do you not know?
No, I appreciate
take.
that.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a phone get to have its battery state so degraded that it would be like 35% remaining, and then you hit 34 and it just turns off because the voltage dips so far down? I would appreciate an about 35% remaining at that point because
It is variable, though.
yeah, like
And
because about
True.
35% is also about 0% depending on how about you are. You know what I mean? So
But based on volume level, probably the amount, like if you pause and you got no audio going through, like all of those things are kind of variable. So that might depend.
you're being too generous to the
they-
computers, Dan. ChatGPT has been invented, and my
Yep.
hate for machines is growing every day.
Don't say that online because the AI
Crap.
will hear this. They'll watch this back. Oh,
Dude, this
there you go.
entire Gentoo system is going to go off the rails because of what I said. It is a machine. Luckily, it's 3 rooms away, so I don't think
there's
it
a
can
little
hear
text
me.
document.
Yeah,
There's a little text document in a home folder. We know what you said.
yeah,
Double-
right, dude. You wait.
It's a
you wait.
transcript.
Yep. /var/things Leo said. That's where it's going, dude.
It's
love
good
it.
variable, yeah.
What if instead it said like 4/12 battery remaining?
Even better.
Yeah, no,
that would be
that-
amazing. But I would immediately be pissed off. Why didn't they reduce that fraction? It's a machine. Come on.
Okay. Just I'm sorry.
Well,
Leah,
doesn't
I love
everybody
you.
use
The
base
metric
12
system.
math?
I'm offended at everybody that uses the imperial system. I need to be on the metric system, dude. I have a bread maker. I just got a bread maker, and the amount of
Congratulations.
times I know. Well, thanks. I didn't know that that's required. Congratulations, but I'm feeling it right now, right here. But measuring flour in grams is
The only way to do it.
That's it. No, just is. Measuring flour in
Yes.
grams is the end. There is no
Yes.
qualification or any. A quarter cup of flour could be anything. It could measure it in grams, people. If you're a baker, just measure it in grams. What are you doing with your life if you're not measuring it in grams? I've learned my lesson. Metric system all the way.
Represent. I'm
That's
all about
right.
it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Josh says a quarter cup of well-packed flour. Like,
What
how
does that
hard did you pack it, man? Because
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think you got to take that little sifter thing and like, oh, it's exactly a quarter. No, just weigh the flour. Just weigh it.
Also, as a chef, I have to say that instruction line should never exist with well-packed flour. You don't pack flour.
Yeah,
You
how-
put
how-
it in a measuring cup and you level the top. That's all you do. There is no need for any pressure. Anyone that's written that,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You need to have a long talking to.
Listen, the only time I well pack anything is in the little espresso thing. That's it.
Yeah.
But and it specifies like 35 pounds of pressure, and I'm like, it's 35-ish, good enough.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we got to emerge. We got this. Almost ended up another food podcast. Almost. But we brought it back to Gentoo, and we're about to bake some bread in Gentoo. So emerge info grep use. These are all of my use flags.
Right.
Are these my use flags?
Those are what your system's.
The currently
using.
active use settings. Okay, so these are all of my use flags. Cool.
So there is like.
Thanks,
yeah,
Josh. Appreciate that.
Bits of that you want to, grab out of that, right?
Oh, we want to get stuff out of this?
No. Just pay attention to.
Oh, okay, cool. Chaos. That's what I'm paying attention to. That is the only use flag that I care about. That is the one.
That's amazing.
I think I'm just going to get rid of all the other use flags and just leave chaos in there and
Yes.
just hope for the best.
I would do the same.
That would be
100%.
so cool. Just like I'm going to compile as if I were an Intel Pentium 1 processor from way back in the day.
I think it's pronounced
Cool.
chouse.
No, it's not. Don't ruin it. Don't.
Adam.
It's chaos.
How very Eurocentric of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably is like change OS. It's probably what that is, but no. My fantasy will live on. It is chaos. The chaos use flag. All right. A full description of all. Oh, I don't want to look at that. That's too much.
It's got Ocean Server and Navcom too. So I mean, here we go.
Where do you see that? That looks cool. Well, LibreOffice extensions. Was I planning on? Maybe it knew. It knew that I wanted LibreOffice Draw. uBlocks, is that like Roblox? Garmin? I don't have
Yeah.
Garmin. I'm not Garmin.
It's too bad it's not like what you imagine your parents' checkbook to be when you were a kid, where you could just put whatever you want in and they'll just take it.
Oh, yeah. I love sticking stuff in the memo, too. Just like for booze,
Like,
and-
what do you mean you can't afford it? Just put the number right there. You
Yeah.
can afford it.
Exactly. Checks are magic. I don't know if you know this, but checks are basically magic. And nobody knows that you've done magic for 3 days.
But your name is Mr. Macintosh and you got $1 million.
I love that movie, dude. Dude, that's called Blank Check. If y'all have... Okay, segue.
Also, I'd like to point out how ridiculous the amount of stuff he got for $1 million, even in the 90s now.
Dude, this movie...
What a castle.
Go watch. He
true.
did.
That's true.
He bought an entire castle and he outfitted it with so many TVs. It was insane. Look, if y'all haven't seen this movie, grit your teeth and watch it. It is as bad as you think it is, but it's so good. The limo driver just seals the deal.
Mhm. Yep.
It's like
yep.
a
In that
10-year-old committing fraud. The whole
It
time.
is. He is.
awesome.
He's doing wire fraud by like filling in the $1 million and then signed it Macintosh because he was in front of an Apple computer. Beautiful. Go watch Blank Check. It's yeah. It is as bad as you think it is, but that's the point. Go watch it. All right.
So Josh gave us a link to what the chaos flag basically does. For
Okay.
you.
Is he gonna burst my bubble too? Is he gonna finish off what Adam started?
No, it is chaos. Like that is.
Oh,
the
good.
intent. It is the intent of it. It causes confusion on the other end by doing odd things with incoming packets.
Cool.
So basically, it's a safety feature. I feel like.
A BGT wire fraud. Yeah, wire pipe fraud is how we're doing this. Oh, see, if I put one of those T-Pain things what do you call those?
Auto tuners.
Yeah. If I put an auto tune, is that then wire pipe fraud? Thanks, Dan. Nobody else laughed, but you laughed.
The pain is real.
We're
I
gonna
laughed
save that.
internally.
Oh, that's
We're gonna save that for the next episode, aren't we?
you did the heavy air out of the nose.
And
Yeah.
I could just hear Leo was signing on. Shorty.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're compiling Gentoo. Yep,
If you can hit a C major, you're good.
that's right. All right. So we use flags for we don't. But I'm not using KDE based system, man.
You're not, but you do want to set some use flags here, probably depending on what you want this system to do.
So can I just use all of these flags?
Which ones?
All of them.
All of them. Yeah, it was in the title.
Yeah,
those
exactly.
those are already in use, but you're going to want to add some.
What do I need?
Well, that's the great question, and here's where the rabbit hole begins because you need.
Here we go.
Just now.
Yeah, just now. It just started.
Okay. Okay.
You got to do some planning, right? So,
Of course.
depending on what you're putting into this system, and you're going to add to this. This is why the new use and the changed use.
The rabbit hole
exist.
starts and begins.
Exactly. So everything you add, you're going to look and see what use flags you're probably going to want and how you want that to compile. And
Okay.
that's why you got to start somewhere, right? And so there's where you're going to add some things in here.
Okay, so you're telling me that the use flags that are listed right here will already be like in use, and I don't have to set them again. But you're saying that I will want to add new ones like DVD because I have so many DVDs. I don't even think I own a DVD player.
Probably not that one, but like you might if you're going to make this a GNOME. You're going to want GTK and GNOME, right? But you're probably not going to want Qt5 or KDE stuff.
Okay.
As an example. This example here is like the opposite of probably the way you want to go.
Not GTK, not GNOME.
Let's start simple here, guys, because I just discovered I can join this chat.
Yes, you can.
There you go.
All right. So, are you using systemd?
Not yet. I will.
Okay. So then the very first flag you should set is -systemd. Unless you're actively planning on using systemd, which in that case you already kind of messed up.
What? wait, you're saying I should use systemd?
I'm saying that if you're not going to use systemd, you should subtract systemd from the system.
Yeah, from you don't want to compile against it.
Well, what's going to happen is that every time you go to install something, Portage is immediately going to check upstream as to what all the default use flags that they are and compare them to yours.
Mm-hmm.
If systemd is not declared, it's going to pull in systemd because a package is requesting systemd.
Got it. Okay.
So,
well, it didn't tell me that in the handbook.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No. If you look up like the use flags page on the handbook, it is extremely long, extremely complicated.
Something a absolute novice would be able to parse through, I suppose.
No.
Definitely.
But that's why you go through this many times to figure that stuff out.
Of course. Right? Okay. So
Yep.
I need to undo that.
Yeah. So all you have to do is just
one.
open up your make.conf file on Etsy Portage.
Oop, right there. All right. And so I need to do use equals minus systemd the end. Great. All right, we're done, everybody. Cool. Let's compile the system.
That's pretty much it.
No, really? Is that serious?
That's as easy as it is. So at this point, now whenever you tell Portage to install something, it's going to sit there and say, hey, is there a systemd dependency? I don't want that. So we're going to build without systemd support.
Right.
Okay, cool. All right. So now we're down to...
just whatever you do, never -x. It's a bad idea.
Well, because then you would not have X, right?
Yep, you would not have X. It's a bad idea. You can still get Firefox and a basic Wayland compositor working, but it's still a bad idea because you won't have fonts.
But if I wanted like a headless server, that would be okay, right?
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Cool.
If you weren't using graphical system, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, and as long as you never installed a package as a graphical dependency, you'll just never have to worry about it. Which, since you pulled in the minimal tarball, it's going to naturally assume that you don't want a graphical environment. So it's just not going to pull that in.
So we will build that later. That's awesome. We might end up with a usable system. I feel like this is about where I was before. I was accepting licenses. Okay. All right. So no system D. We're gonna save that. No, don't save the new one. I did. Okay. Now I gotta check. Okay. Yeah, that was good. All right. So now
might as well stay in there.
Oh, we got to stay in. Okay. Well, let's back in there. CPU flags.
Oh wait, yeah, no, you gotta do this first.
Okay. All right. Let me get out of there, and then I'm gonna get back in there. But then we'll get out of there, and then we'll get back in there. Okay. So
pretty much.
We're gonna install CPU ID to CPU flags. Is that what we're doing? Some architectures. This is used to configure the build. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, this makes your system faster. You should probably run it.
No. Okay. Let's grab this. Cool. Hold on. We wanna emerge NeoFetch too, right? Because I could just stop and then just send this out on Twitter and be like, "Hey guys, I compiled it. And I'm done."
I'm done. I got Gentoo.
Here's the thing: as soon as you unpack that tarball, you theoretically actually successfully installed Gentoo. The only thing you're missing at this point is just a bootloader and a kernel.
Exactly.
Only just.
Only, yeah. Okay, so then copy output into package.use. Oh, well, okay. They just give me the answer. Great. All right, currently I do not technically have a video card that I need to worry about. I can do this part later, I suppose. And then now it's about the accept license. Okay, Dan, you told me the answer to this is just to put an asterisk in there.
Well, cheating, yes.
Well, it's not cheating. I really don't care.
Hey, okay, then asterisk in
then asterisk is the answer. Yeah.
Okay, so the other thing that the handbook doesn't cover is the asterisk. Why? I mean, I get that it's
not encouraged.
I know it's not encouraged, but
okay. So the reason why it's not encouraged is the same reason as to why Fedora only ships free and open source software. Debian first ship free and open source software because Gentoo also wants you to use free and open source software because it's what the Gentoo developers can actually support.
Sure.
So they're never going to outright tell you to just accept the asterisk.
Well, I don't.
But if you read that whole thing there, it's kind of implied.
Well, sure.
They weasel weirded it. Yeah.
Right. They implied it by saying not everything.
Right.
Instead of everything.
They want you to go through and select the ones that matter most to you. And if in your case, I guess it's all of them, right?
Well,
but they want you to pick the licenses that, just enough. It's just enough license, if you will.
Right.
If that makes sense.
But yeah, the thing that gets me though is that like group name. If you really wanted to weasel word it, you would weasel word it in a minus asterisk and say this accepts no licenses or whatever. Like
except nothing but this.
Right. Yeah. But it doesn't do that, and I think I would have made the connection at that point had they done that, but they don't. Anyway, that's fine. It doesn't matter. So accept that license. I will absolutely tell everybody to put asterisk in there. Because even Debian backtracked on that one. They haven't been an FSF-approved distribution for years.
They never have.
No, they were for a little while. They absolutely were. But then...
like 2 releases.
You're correct.
2 releases back in the 90s.
That's it.
Yep. Absolutely. That's true. But they were, and then never were again.
Yeah, no, never saw that territory again. Yeah.
All right. So selecting the time zone. All right. User, what was it? Share. Time zone. Oh, wait, hold on. What did I miss? User share. Oh, I just typed the wrong thing. Zone info. So I'm America, Chicago. So I don't guess I need to go any further than that. So echo America Chicago to Etsy time zone. Hold on. Larry said make sure you add candy to features. What does that mean?
It just changes the porridge output during like dependency calculation.
Like, and it makes it look cooler?
It adds a little bit of flair. Just a little bit.
Well, hold on. The whole reason I'm running Gentoo is for flair.
Nobody told us there was bling.
Yeah. Candy, Larry, where do I do this?
In your make.conf.
Yeah.
You you just add the keyword features and then you just give it variables.
Oh, wait, so there's like someone has already done this and I should go steal theirs.
I mean, I can just link you my portage configuration if you really want me to.
Okay.
Let's see.
Wow. So, Irish Select Linux, not long enough. I'm still very much green. I don't know what half this stuff is telling me, but I've done Arch all the ways. So now it's time to get deeper and harder.
I may or may not have had a Gentoo installation last me over 10 years.
See?
Yeah, I can believe it, though. I can believe it. It's very maintainable, sustainable. It doesn't surprise me.
No, like migrating between CPU architectures is always fun with Gentoo because you have to because the way that I do it is mine is somewhat tuned towards like my hardware configuration. So if I recently made the switch from Ryzen back to Intel, so I had to recompile my entire system to generic x86 instructions because I had Ryzen specific instructions. Then I had to recompile the entire operating system again to the Alder Lake.
Oh wow, okay, I totally get it. It's just features equals candy. That's what we're talking.
Yep, that's it.
Dude, easy. All right, I just added that part. I didn't add the other stuff.
Yeah, you don't really need the other stuff because I think parallel install and parallel fetch are enabled by default.
Y'all.
Since you're on a basic installation, preserve, live, and build package don't matter for you.
Okay.
Unless you're like building a dedicated package host for yourself.
Awesome. I know some of those words.
Yeah, so if you want to make up if you want to make your own repository of binary packages so you don't have to compile them twice, that's how you do it.
Okay. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to keep that URL, your GitHub in my back pocket because I'll probably go and steal more stuff. Okay. So now we're doing we need time zone data. We need to make everything cool. Everything needs to be in my local time zone. Did that work? Oh, it sure did. Look at that. Cool. I'm not on system D, though I will be next time. All right, locale generation. Oh, yeah, we do need to do this. I need to add...
Oh, yeah. You got to set your locale.
Actually, just those 2 lines, right? I don't need to do much else.
Is locale setting always a pain in the butt?
Nope.
Within Linux, or is it simple for most people and it's just me?
It is simple for us in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Because technically we speak POSIX because we happen to be the ones that came up with the POSIX standard, so we don't even need to set a locale most of the time.
Super cool to have invented the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, you know what? Just take the U's out of your words and You'll speak POSIX too.
But, use is so encapsulating. It's so versatile.
That's, yeah, of course, I know. Of course. I did, Larry, I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, emerge, config, syslibs, time zone data. Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. No, Larry is the only one that has been like,
Larry's
are you
watching.
sure? I appreciate this. I appreciate this a lot. Okay, because there was one time where the internet was broken where I thought it was my fault. It was not. Okay, so I have to choose a locale. So select locale list.
Yeah, this one's important because you always want to list out the locale because these move around.
I want 6, right?
They do seem to move
UTF-8.
around.
Yep, you want UTF-8.
Cool. Oh, no, okay. My bad.
Unless you're not using a standard US keyboard, then you might want to pick the other one.
Locale set 6. There we go. I had Cisco brain dealing with switches or whatever. Just type the number. Yeah, it didn't work.
Copy run start. What?
That's right. That's right. I am 100% confident in my configuration. Oops. See, and that's why I never copy run start. All right. So env update. So this updates our environment, and then sources, Etsy profile again, and then export. Oh, see, I got to change that part.
Yeah, changing to account completely messed up your path, so you need to just resource it.
There we go. Might as well update it with new capitalization. All right, now it's time to pull down the kernel. This is where I was at last time. This is what got me. I think it was this one, and it was like, you can't compile half that crap because you don't have sources in your thing. All right, but I do want to do this. Oh no, it failed on this one because I messed up the license thing.
The license, you didn't have any license selected. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah.
We'll be here.
I miss him already.
I know. I wish he'd come back.
So now I'm trying to figure out why Blend OS won't install. Because I said I'd give that a try.
Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I gave the VM16 vCPU, so we'll see.
This part here doesn't seem... No, this should basically just copy
the fun part is
binary stuff, yeah.
Okay, the fun part is that the initial installation might be like 6 hours or less, but you're guaranteed to be spending the next 3 weeks tinkering.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Oh, hands down.
That's the unknown time cost.
Now, I remember my first time installing Gentoo was like 2009. The handbook didn't even exist yet. You were sitting there, you were scrubbing old-fashioned mailing lists to figure out how to get the system to install, and basically the handbook was really just a set of man pages at the time. So not only did I have to learn how to install Gentoo, I also had to learn how to properly read and index man pages.
Yeah, that's almost as challenging.
I think the first time I did it was in like 2011. I think the handbook existed. I remember using the handbook.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, our Rittenhouse, you're right. WR is short for right mem. That is the faster way.
Mm-hmm.
WR. Easy. That was one thing that I really liked about Cisco, is that you could just like half-ass the commands and it would just be like, okay. There's no other command that matches.
You don't have to type it all out.
Yeah.
So you just get the first parts of it, and
there's no tab.
Off to the races.
There's no tab required. Don't even tab. Just hit enter.
Tab. Yeah, I know.
You know I can tell when somebody is a network admin or a former network admin when they get to a terminal and they hit enter for about 6 times.
Yeah.
Before they even start typing anything.
It's like command not. This whole.
Yeah. Because they're used to the lag of the console and everything.
Yep. I still do that. Now I do it more just to position things, but dude, all the time. The
other thing is you put a bunch of question marks after stuff.
Oh, dude, right? Yes. Man, wow. That hits me right in the Cisco feels, man. Wow.
Pretty much any. Yeah.
Okay.
I have mine compiling it.
Let's see. What did I do? Sys Linux kernel. Okay, so we just did this bit. All right. So microcode. I don't suppose I need the microcode, right? I got that one.
If you're on a virtual machine, you won't.
Yeah.
Right, because the host handles that. All right.
Hopefully the hypervisor does.
Right. All right. So full automation approach, distribution kernels. That's what I want. I don't want to compile it right now. Installing the correct install kernel package, not system deboot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, traditional boot layout, the Gentoo variant should be installed by default. So this one, install kernel Gentoo. Cool.
I got 24 of my cores going full blast. This is cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
BGT, you're right. There's so many times where Like, I mean, it's not like it saves you a whole lot of keystrokes, but you know when you're halfway through a command that's way too long to be typing and then you're going to have to hit tab, you could just hit enter, and it would just be so cool. We could learn some things from Cisco. And then everybody that copied Cisco.
Well, there's some things that I'm glad other network, systems didn't copy.
Well, yeah, I can. Well, my switch exploding from lightning.
Well, yeah, that's not good.
Not having a startup mem, and then like it just being like, guess what, guys? We're never gonna boot again. That was not great, but whatever. Okay, so I want the binary kernel. I don't want to compile it just so we don't sit here for too terribly long.
And it probably doesn't get you a whole lot of extra advantage here in your virtual machine.
But I will do that later. That's the whole point of this, is that like no part of my system should be binary. I know that compiling Firefox is going to take all day. I know that compiling my kernel is going to take quite a while. But the whole point of running Gentoo, besides I get the gold star that I get to wear on episode, 19 or 20? 19? 19.
Yeah, one of those. 19.
Whichever one. No, 20. Right. It'll be 20.
20.
So
it'll be the end.
And I have to go buy like a sheet of gold stars and just like put all the gold stars. So besides that, it's a system that runs approximately 0.68% faster. That's the point. That's the point.
I think at one time I benchmarked a Gentoo install against like a Debian install, and it was actually like a 10% difference.
See?
Okay, that's substantial.
I really went down that rabbit hole with that installation, though.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Irish, yeah. No. I don't think... Dan, have you done LFS? Have you done Linux?
I have not. Nope, never done LFS.
So, but you've never done Gentoo either. Well, until now.
Not until now.
So...
Been through it a couple times now.
Yeah.
Well,
so Dan dove in head first and did it a gajillion times and now has a running system with a GUI and Plasma and everything. I am still over here working in the command line, having y'all tell me what to do, which is, I mean, honestly, it's kind of nice. But
if it helps, Danny, I'm currently installing on a server right now.
Ooh,
nice.
See?
It's a race to see if, since you're basically already halfway done, can I beat you?
Oh, you will. You will.
Yep, sure.
I've only got 2 cores of a 4-core system out here working on it.
Well, I might just beat you anyway because I'm using an Ansible script to install Gentoo.
Oh, well, that's super nice, too.
Yeah.
Actually, what a fantastic way to deal with that.
For sure.
That's cool. Okay, so eventually, Dan, you and I will both end up like on Gentoo full-time. That's probably what's going to happen.
You think so?
No. But it would be cool. It would be kind of cool. I think, if nothing else, I'll probably just have one Gentoo system running in the house just for fun. Just to have it. No.
I mean...
to grab a drink. I know beer is not going to go good with this at all.
Team Linux, your speakers are being picked up by your microphone.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
The Minneapolis Brewery might be our biggest triple D.
There we go. I'm gonna server mute you for just a minute, and then if you wanna chime in, just let me know and I'll undo that. Okay, kernel's coming in. So LinuxCast says by the time you get it installed, Joshua will have hopped again. So wait, I thought Joshua, you were on Gentoo, like you're Gentoo. You're just Gentoo.
Everywhere?
All roads lead back to Gentoo.
Ah, okay. So you do leave a little bit sometimes, but it always back.
No, like I hop into Solus when like Josh Strobel gives me a dare for something. So then I hop on Solus, I fix a couple things for them, and then I get banned from their bug tracker again.
Oh.
And then because I have opinions. Then I'll hop into Debian and it's like I'll fix stuff like say figure out how to compile Hyperland on SID, that way Bactry doesn't have to.
Carlos Echenique would love the hell out of you because he's been trying to run Hyperland on, what was he running Hyperland on? He was complaining about it.
He was complaining about it on the Fedora immutable system. Like it doesn't.
That's right, Silverblue. He wanted to run
Silverblue
Hyperland.
Yeah, but Hyperland, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, you can totally do that.
I'm sure you can.
Why did you have to go down a rabbit hole figuring out how to build your own silver blue container, which
There
is
you go.
surprisingly easy.
Yeah.
If you go to ublue.it, they literally tell you how to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to watch some George Castro, and then there you be.
The secrets. So there's streams with secrets.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
There are no secrets on this stream. It is, I think it is fully known at this point that I don't know what I'm doing. And that's great.
If it helps any, I'm not qualified to know what I'm doing because I work in plastic injection molding.
See? So nobody knows what they're doing. Except Dan. Dan always knows.
I'm in management now. I don't do anything.
Oh, he's less than worthless.
You point at stuff, and then people get it done for you.
Oh,
exactly.
I mean, I could just tell people. I could do much the same thing too because my job title happens to confirm stakeholder.
Ah,
there you go. See,
BGT. There's so much you haven't told me. Like all of the things that I've heard, you have been saying the same things in chat, and it is kind of impressive. There's so much I don't know.
I think container namespaces are actually toggled on by default if you're using the Gentoo sources for the kernel. So you can actually just forget to do that.
I believe it.
They definitely would be in the binary one anyway, I would think.
Yeah, they are in the binary.
Yeah, most everything in the kitchen sink is in there.
Irish. Wow. Just after my own heart. Slackware.
Yep.
I'll never lose my love for Slackware. Not never.
I have Slackware 2.0 on floppy disks.
Whoa.
Nice.
Hold on.
I don't know if they work.
Like original? Like with the
original box release with the manual.
That's cool.
Dude.
That's cool.
Okay, when you get tired of those, you tell me how much you want for those. I don't even care if the data on it works. That's not the point. It's the stickers and the floppies, man.
I was going to say it's the stickers and the floppies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is. Yeah. It is. Look at that. It's not in a system. It doesn't matter. It's over there, and it looks cool.
Yeah, I bought it from a Circuit City back in like '96.
Nice.
I used to work at Circuit City. I spent 4 years of my life. They paid me 4 years worth of paychecks. And I did all their PC stuff. I was the alternative to the Geek Squad. I was. We were called Fire Dog, dude. What does Fire Dog mean?
I don't know, but it sounds cool.
No, it doesn't.
Kind of hot dog.
You're right. It's like, dude, you come over here. Let me work on your computer. We'll let you have a hot dog over there while you wait. Then okay, but there were no hot dogs. There were never hot dogs.
I thought you'd be like fire-breathing dragon. No.
If they made a commercial that did that, everywhere I work, I swear, everybody just forgets about the marketing part of where we are, and they're like, "How come nobody shows up?" And you're like, "Maybe run a commercial. Maybe tell somebody, because I can tell like 20 people, but." You have the budget to tell more. Always works out that way.
So you opted for the precompiled kernel?
Yes, because I want maybe to have a bootable system soon.
That's fair.
Possibly.
Because time. Yeah, because time.
All right.
Totally fair.
We're going to dep clean, but it's going to tell me no. It's going to be like, we don't have anything to clean. Yeah, see? Nothing
you
clean.
Probably don't. Yeah, you
might lose Vim. Or Nano, I mean.
That would be hilarious, dude, but it said nothing removed. So
well, Nano's the only thing you have, so
Nano's all I want. I'd have to re-emerge Nano.
Whoa,
that's fine.
That's
Nano's all you need. Let's just pick the right sentence. Thank you.
I don't know. You'll lose Nano, but you'll still have Ed.
That's true. That's true. I can
point.
Vim.
Yeah.
I can Vim just fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, Vim's not there. I installed that.
Oh wait, is it?
Yeah,
not?
you don't have Vim. You don't have Vim or VI.
Oh wow. Okay, we definitely don't. All right, so alternative to, we don't need to clean up old versions, post-install. Okay, if required, manually trigger such rebuilds after a kernel upgrade executing. Do we need to do this?
No, you didn't do an upgrade.
I didn't. Okay, so if any kernel modules, we don't need that. Installing the kernel sources. This is what I did, but I don't think I need it because you can select kernel list, and there's one in there. So I should be okay, right, to compile things against this?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Cool. All right. Because Dan, when I went through it the first time, I went ahead and did this, and then I had another one, and it wasn't selected, and I was like, why did I do that? Well, I didn't need to. Okay, cool. So I don't need to set one because it's already set. I don't need to do the alternative stuff or required options. Whoa. Going, compiling and installing. We don't need to do that, right? Oh no, that's part of the hard mode kernel thing.
Yeah, you didn't do that.
All right. So listing available kernel modules. I need to do this. Find lib modules.
You don't need any kernel modules, right? You're not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You're not wireless. You don't have any of that.
It's all free.
Jazz. It's totally free.
So should I do this anyway? And then, hold on. Let's look. Here's what I'm gonna do. See if it'll expand for me. Oh, it did. Cool. All right. So these are the ones that are already there, right?
That's what's there.
Okay, cool. All right. I don't need to worry about that.
That's your list, yeah.
Cool. I don't need to force load anything. Now on to configuring the we're going to configure the system.
Yeah, you're getting close.
Oof. All right, we got to create FS tab. Oh, gross.
That's pretty important.
I guess.
If you want it to boot,
You want to know how to cheat it?
Yes.
cat/proc mounts.
/mounts like that?
Yep. Hey, look. That looks suspiciously a lot like an FS tab, doesn't it?
No way. So I can just pop that into FS tab.
Yeah, you can just pop that into an FS tab and just remove everything that's not your disks.
Oh, cool. So I only need dev SDA 3, SDA 1.
Yep.
Oh, I don't need 2. Well, I do need 2. Where's swap?
You do. You need 1, 2, and 3. That's basically it.
Well,
swap will be proc swaps.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So let's just do this one at a time. That way, nano etsy FS tab. Boop 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 boop. Oh wait, all the way down. And I need to find the page down key. I don't know where it is. All right. Do. Wait, what did that say? Oh, okay. Errors remount.
If there's an error, just remount it as read only.
But do I want to? I mean, I guess it's fine, right? Leave it as dev SDA1 and not use the UUID.
You can change it to the UUID. It's probably actually recommended just in case you ever do anything with that disk, like move it to a different SATA port.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
why in the world would I do that?
But are you really going to do that?
Well,
of course, Dan. Of course, I will.
The SATA ports are also indexed at post time. And there's a chance where it's just like it might read ports differently compared to standard too.
What did you say, Joshua, to the swap thing?
So the proc swaps, it'll actually be different. But if you look at the FS tab, they have a swap mount in the FS tab commented out.
Here it is.
You can just uncomment that and
okay,
fix it.
Let's see. Swap.
That's pretty much what you need right there. What's in the example?
Label equals swap. None swap. All that right there. That bit.
Well, I've enjoyed the show, guys, but I'm going to head out.
Okie dokie.
See ya.
Thanks,
Good
Adam.
luck, guys.
Thanks.
We may or may not boot.
Basically, if you put in, your UUID or dev SDA2 there
we go
for your swap, then you're probably okay.
Well, since everything else went with spacing, I have to have it the same. It's got to be Steve. How many times?
Oh, Steve! I thought he'd never leave.
I know. Well, I wanted you to come in because he had your face as his avatar.
Did he now?
He did.
He did.
I'm tattling on him so hard right now. All right. Steve, how many
Technically,
times...
aren't those tabs, though, Leo?
Stop it.
Oh.
Yes.
So how far have we gotten with Gentoo?
Pretty good. Like we got the FS tab written.
Yep. So we're writing out FS tab here.
We need to.
Hey, Bruno.
This is gonna be. Let's see. Echo. Oh no. Echo. Hang on. What happened?
What'd you do?
Uh-oh.
You broke it?
I think my SSH died.
That's not good.
Oh, you better go fix it.
Well, I'm trying.
Okay.
Let me see.
We do a console here?
Well, I'm about to have to. Okay, I gotta type the password right. Okay, well, just this one died. Oh, wait, no! There it is! What happened?
Back?
No.
Oh, it's back for a minute.
Yeah, it did something. I did the old Cisco hit 6 inners.
Never fails.
Well, it did today. But it ain't Cisco, so Cisco didn't fail. You are still correct.
This is true.
So did you break the system, or is it...
No, the system's fine.
Good.
I have another terminal open. I'm into it. But why is this one not fine? What happened?
Every once in a while it blinks, but not very often.
All right.
I think your terminal is in the process of crashing.
I guess it is. All right. Well, let me. What is the? Oh yeah.
We can't see.
No, I know. I have to hold on. I have to go back. It didn't store my stuff. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna copy this bit right here, and then we're gonna chroot into MNT Gentoo, and then bin bash, right? I think so.
Yeah, bin bash. That way you can access the shell.
Yeah, you want bash.
All right, we're gonna get back in there.
You could just execute any binary that's on that system like that rather than bash, but you probably want bash.
Yeah. You don't have any other shells installed, so...
Yeah, how weird. Okay, well, that's gonna just...
Is it on bare metal, or is this a VM sort of thing?
It's a
that
VM.
you've got going on.
It's a VM right now. There we go. Okay, so we're back. All right, we're gonna clear that out. Now, let's go back to where we were. Did I? Was it Etsy host?
You're at the setting the host name.
Yeah, host name.
Okay, I didn't actually do that part. All right, so echo. What am I going to call this? Let's call it Gentoo. Because
how creative!
I'm so original, guys. Shh.
It's actually more creative than my host naming scheme.
Is it Gentoo?
No, it's desktop.
Okay.
But it's very descriptive, right? Like, that's the point.
It is desktop.home.tenleyj.com.
Right, but that's totally the point. It actually worked.
It makes sense.
Leo, I appreciate that you wrote it with the number 2. I would have done the same.
But that's what I mean. Yeah, that's why it's original.
Yeah.
No, like I actually used to get really fancy with the host names. Like I would name them based off of like Star Wars planet names, and then I would just figure out which system was which.
So Coruscant. I've been watching through the Mandalorian, so I'm very Star Warsy right now.
Oh, you haven't finished the last season yet?
Well, I'm on I think I have 1, maybe 2 episodes left.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but Grogu's leveled up, and it's so fantastic. Yes. Oh my god!
So I waited a long time for my wife because she wanted to watch it. We wanted to watch it together, and I got sick of waiting. I was enough of this.
Well, you do it.
New season, didn't they?
Yeah, you do it in secret, and then whenever you watch it with her, you're like, "Oh my god, Grogu!" And then and then she'll never know.
Right.
All right. So I got to install DHCP.
Ashoka starts tonight.
I know. I'm. Yeah.
What did you say to me?
Ashoka.
Ashoka.
I'm super stoked for that.
It does look good. I'm ready for that. That's going to be this weekend. Well, not this weekend, but soon.
Soon. No, Dan's got to do Fedora Silverblue things. Ahsoka's.
I've been
next
doing
weekend.
that. I've been doing that. I have that on the laptop. I've been using it. And it's been all right.
All right, Pyrano, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think we got the FS tab figured out. Getting DHCPD in there now. Oh, that's in there already. Now we need to... Okay, so our RC update add DHCPD default is the command to start it at startup. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
That
Starts it at the default runtime. Yep.
Cool. And this starts it now, but it's probably going to balk at me, right?
It's also probably not a bad idea to make sure that's installed too.
I did. I just emerged it, and now it's okay. So I think we're good. It said we're already doing something, and that's cool.
It's already running. Yep. So you're good.
But that's system D. We don't need that. So net IFRC. What is that? Oh, interface. Net interface RC.
Yeah, that's another way of doing networking. So if you're just using DHCP-CD, then you don't need to worry about this one.
So we will skip this. The hosts file. So we need this so I can set my host names and stuff. It is written. It is written. We shall use Linux forever.
BGT, we can't reboot yet because we don't have a bootloader.
Oh my God.
Yep. We're getting close, though.
BGT, I almost trusted you. I'm glad they saw it before I saw it. I would have been like, reboot. All right.
Close. We're close.
All right. So 127.0.1. Okay. So whole host name. This is Gentoo dot. And then Gentoo. And then localhost. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't need to define anybody else. Just me for now.
This should work.
All right. Root password. I already set that earlier so I can get in SSH, so I'm not going to change that. But
Makes
now, nanoetcrc.conf. What's all this about?
You do need to set it if you plan to use the user account in the ch root. So the actual installation rather than the
good call.
Network installer. That said, I believe that password enforcement is enabled.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yep. You can change that variable. Well,
that would take more time. Fine, I'll just use a real password. Do I have to do... Wow. Okay. Fine. Wait. Fine.
You like the password that they gave you? Shrine Rite 8 Maiden? Rarity Flu Villa?
I'm not going to remember any of those. And then I have to put it in like a password manager? No. Hold on. All right. So...
Okay.
What are you doing?
If you want to disable the password enforcement, the variable is literally an Etsy security, and I think it's like password CFG or something like that.
Etsy security? Oh, wait, what? What is it?
Etsy security. I normally just tab completed out, so it's like passwdqc.conf.
There it is. Okay. All right. And then... How do I just be like, let me use the letter A?
You change enforce to none.
Oh, sweet. Wait, it is.
Oh, it is none. Oh, well, I wonder what's doing. Why it's doing that for you then?
How weird. And it will fine. I'll use a real password. This is so
Should be
long.
a strong and complicated password.
Oh God, I typed it wrong. Hold on. You know what? Let me try this. I'm gonna try one more time. Hold on.
Oh,
okay.
The password from earlier should be fine. It was just telling you that it was a weak password.
Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. What? It took it?
Yeah, it took the first password that you gave it.
Oh my God. BGT probably said it.
It's what I get for not doing this for a while.
Oh, password update. Okay, I just need to read. If I just read the prompt, it would have been like, you're cool, dude. Just your password sucks. Okay.
It's in the last line, buddy.
I know. It always is, isn't it, Dan? It's always in the logs. All right. Configure services, open up, review, and change when needed. Do I need any changes?
In your key maps?
Changes. Sorry.
Oh, you're above. I can't see. Yeah, your terminal covers that up a little bit.
What? Oh, sorry. We are right here.
No. The web page. Yeah, no, the web page is covered just a teeny.
There you go. You can see what I'm seeing now.
All right, there we go.
Eris, oh my God. Of course you're watching. Ugh! I'd never, ever put the important stuff in the first line. That's where it belongs. The important stuff belongs. Okay, it was in the first line too. This last thing was in the first line. I just didn't read it. Fine, Eris, you're right. Okay. Do I need to uncomment any of this? Hold on.
Probably not.
To uncomment like parallel startup. That way we can start things in parallel.
A parallel, 2 L's, 1 L, right? Parallel.
Yeah, I think it's 2 L's.
2 and then 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
RC parallel is yes.
Yeah, just set it to yes.
Okay. Yes. I like how it's in caps too, so it feels like I'm yelling it. Like, yes!
Yeah, that's like the only OpenRC configuration that I actually set, even though I use systemd nowadays.
Unicode, yes. Leonard Pottering has burrowed into your brain.
He's actually a pretty cool guy. If you ever get a chance to talk
to
to him,
he is pretty smart.
Dude,
Yeah.
no, I watched the thing between him and Linus the other day. It's from like 10 years ago or whatever, but it was just really just interesting to watch the two, because they don't think the same, and it's just very interesting to watch their conversation.
Well, no,
that was really
systemd
cool.
is all user space, so why would Linus care?
Yeah, exactly. Just don't break it. Just don't break it. That was the conversation though, which is Leonard Pottering was asking Linus, why don't we break user space more often? Like, because there's so much you could learn and so much you could do and just so many things you could figure out if you just broke it sometimes. But yeah, well, obviously Linus had the Linus answer.
Yeah, you don't ever break it.
Just never.
Never break it up with Linus, and I think you and Linus would be pretty cool with each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, really, just people expect things to work the way they've always worked. That's where Linus is coming from. And when you break that, that's not good, because then people that have been relying on you can no longer rely on you because you're not trustworthy.
Right.
Because you didn't stop to not break user space. So
you're not delivering what you promised.
Exactly. So, all right. So we did the rc.conf. We did the parallels thing. Key maps. Handle keyboard configure. I don't think we're going to need to change this, are we? Oop.
Let's look at it. Let's
Windows keys equals yes. Is that like the Windows key?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You can turn it off if you want.
No, absolutely not. I like having that.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't mind if it even says Windows on it. Mine says Option because it's a Mac keyboard.
Nice.
So just for an extra level of ick, in case
Mine
anybody's
says
watching.
Win. Doesn't say Windows, it says Win.
Yeah, mine says
I'm
Option.
Yeah, I would not set the clock here.
Okay. That's for the system to deal with.
Yeah, just leave it the default.
All right. Nothing systemd there. Installing tools. Oh, we're getting so close. I feel like we're getting so close.
Yeah, now you get to make a usable Gentoo system.
Yay! When do I write the bootloader so we can
that's after this chapter.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay, we're getting there. We're there. We're almost there. All right, so we need to bring in sys klogd so we can have logs.
You need some logging.
I agree.
So this is where you pick which logging thing you want to
do. Well, I didn't read far enough, and we're getting syslogd.
That's fine because you don't have systemd, so like systemd would bring in journal,
journal D.
logging.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Well, I know journal D best, but
yeah, there's three different logging options. syslogd is like the traditional Linux one. That's where
old school.
That's when that puts into like varlog. There's also syslog-ng, which is I think it's actually developed by like the Void guys.
Cool.
And then there's metalog, which I don't know where that one came from, but I think that's the one that Oracle uses.
Okay.
Oh, it's unbreakable then.
It is very breakable.
I was kidding.
All right. So I need a cron service thing. So cron.
And you need cron because you're not going to put systemd on there. Is that right? So
well, if he wants cron,
Yeah, because
he needs to install.
Well, if I
cron.
was using System D, I would just use timers. I wouldn't use cron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could.
So,
Yeah.
You could still use cron even if you have System D. I mean, they can coexist.
Or you can have it together. Yeah, that's true. But I
Right.
guess I was sort of thinking System D, didn't that really overtake that? So
That's
that
the
you
idea.
don't-
Yeah.
this is
Yes.
going to get me in trouble. This is going to get me in like a lot of trouble. I would be okay with cron like being gone forever and just using System D timers forever.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I hate cron jobs.
That's another one of those things where it's I'm on Leonard's side.
Yeah.
Well, because the thing is, you got to hunt down the user that created some of those things too.
That's true. Or just become him.
Mhm.
All right. Emerge sysprocess crony. That's what I'm going to use. Oh, wait.
This is to keep time.
Oh, right.
There's two different chronos. Which chrono are we looking at? The one with the IE or the one with Y?
IE.
Okay, that's the cron daemon.
Oh, all right.
So I get this is the default one, so I guess I should use this one for now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's the one that the system already assumes that you're going to be using anyway.
Well, I'd like to stay as close to that as possible because I've already killed myself once on this.
Well, even if you don't create any jobs, it's still going to be there. I mean, it's fine.
Ooh, emerge bash completion. Yeah, I want that.
Don't forget to be starting the RC services for these too.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'll try to remember that.
Yeah, RC update add cronny default.
They don't have that in the... Oh, wait. No, you're right. It is right here. Eris, you're right again. I didn't read. All right. So now we are... Wait, hold on.
You skipped over file indexing. You were going to do that or no?
Where was that? File indexing.
Gnu find exists. You don't need mlocate.
Dude, I love...
Okay, that's fine. I'm just asking.
No, 100%. Every system I run on has mlocate on it. Absolutely every single one of them. I just love being able to type in locate in the thing and not having to worry about regex.
It is nice.
I mean, it's... Yeah. If you haven't learned this about me yet, as easy as possible.
Larry's a plocate kind of guy, but that's fine too. They're close enough.
So mlocate and plocate, can I use both of them with just the locate command and find the thing I want? Because if so, yeah.
We already got an mlocate on here. That's good enough. Keep going.
Adds. Oh. Hold on. Block reminded me. Oh, dude. Block. Thank you. I forgot to add sysk logd to start up.
Just to let you know, I offered paid Gentoo support services.
Oh, so wait. So we're already running you up to like $200. Holy crap!
Currently you're at like 200 kudos.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll have to see what we can do.
Listen, man, I'll give you all the thumbs up in the world. All right. Let's see. I think I'm good. Wait, I do need to do this SSHD because I want to be able to get in remotely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we're at. So mlocate's there. Turning on SSHD. Cool. Great. All right, if serial console, I don't need that. A Getty. Hold on. So serial console, we're not talking about when I open up a console in Proxmox. That's not a serial console.
No.
Right, we're talking about like the actual old
old school serial console.
Right.
Well,
okay, cool.
Like what you need for this guy. Like if you're gonna, that kind of serial console.
Exactly. Okay.
That kind of console that I haven't messed with in like 20 years.
Yeah. Well, me and Dan, less than a month. We've been in that IP Fire console a couple times.
I still haven't.
How dare you, Dan? How dare you?
I've been a little busy. Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh wait, no, we don't have Crony D. We have but I already did that. Right? I did the Crony one up here.
Yeah, but you need the one with the Y, I think, as well.
Really?
So the one with the Y is going to keep
Crony.
your NTP time. The other one is your
Oh,
cron
is the
job.
cron guy. Okay. All right, where was I? Right here. Oh, I need to install it first. That would help.
Well, yeah.
And then we can tell it to start up. Got it.
So this is going to get you some internet time syncing.
Who
goodness.
needs a correct clock? Not me. I live on Bruno time.
This is true. In the future somewhere.
That's right.
He's totally future boy. Yeah.
That is correct.
I run on my time because I assume that my time is correct because I host my own NTP server too.
I don't know.
I tried doing that. Failed miserably.
So, sometimes things like certificates want to be particular about that stuff.
Thanks, Irish. Have a good night. This will be
Thanks
a
for
running
stopping.
Gentoo system by the time you come back. All right. So it's ready.
Once too.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh. All right. Crony
All right.
D is up.
So you're going to add some file system tools?
We already did DHCPCD earlier. If I
Whoa,
do it
whoa,
again.
You went too fast.
Oh, what happened?
You went past the file system tools.
Oh, wait, what do you mean? Oh!
I'm
Emerge.
sure that XFS progs would be pretty nice to have with your XFS file system
Yeah,
as
probably.
well as DOS
No,
tools.
I'm never going to touch it again. It's just going to be what it is.
You still need to know how to mount them.
No. Do we? We just need to boot Gentoo, and then it just needs to tell me, I can't find your actual root file system. And that's fine. That's good enough. I did it. I'll get the gold star.
All right, yeah. So you want to do sys-fs, the XFS thingies too.
Oh, get that one too. Wait,
You
it
do.
didn't come in with the thing?
Nope.
Nope,
Just an IO scheduler and UDEV rules is what I got.
that's all you got.
Okay, so I need emerge, ask, and then that thing. Oh, why is there so much stuff? Oh, that's a tab. There we go.
Oh,
Cool. Bring in that
Fine,
goodness.
white space doesn't matter.
Because
that's
I did.
what you're looking for.
It's because I did weird linky things
Ah,
in the handbook. That's what
I
I.
miss
Oh
the days when you could just click a command in the handbook and it would just automatically highlight the entire command for you.
man, that
You didn't
sounds.
have
That
to click and
sounds.
drag or anything. It was so nice. But then somebody got upset one day because it's just like people were just copy pasting out of the handbook, you know, like
Yeah.
we're doing now.
Yeah. Exactly right.
ish, but we're talking about it as we do it, though. I think so. It's different.
Well, should I not get the VFAT tools too? Because boot is.
I would. That's your boot,
Yeah.
right?
I don't. Honestly, I feel like I should just go down and just grab them all. Because what if I decide I want
Well,
ButterFS later on, man?
You could. I mean, if you think you're going to have other file systems attached to this, you
but if-
probably want it.
But of course. What if I
Okay,
just
well,
plug
then
in a
go-
random flash drive? I want to be able to run the thing that I found in the parking
Other
lot.
than time, go nuts. I mean, you know.
That's true. That's true. All right. So I'll get VFAT because that's what boot is formatted as.
You can always add the other ones later.
Okay. All right. So looking ahead, I need to come back and do VFAT. But looking ahead, do I need the network tools? I have DHCP-CD from before.
You're good with that.
I
yep.
don't have wireless. And then it's configuring the bootloader. At this point, we're done, right?
After you get a bootloader, yeah.
Okay, BGT. We're almost there. We're so close. It just needs to compile. Faster.
You
Anyway.
gotta give it more cores for that. Yeah.
Well, I guess. Go to Buc-ee's, get yourself some beef jerky when you're in the South. just to pick up from the
closest
conversation.
Buc-ee's to me is about 1,700 miles away.
Woo. Well, the nearest Casey's to me is probably not that far. I feel like I've seen that logo before.
Oh.
Why do I
Probably
know?
have.
Let's see.
I'll be right back.
Are there
Okey-doke.
Are there Casey's in Texas? How do you know? Location.
Like Tennessee has Buc-ee's. They have a
Oklahoma.
Buc-ee's.
Dude, it was in Oklahoma. I mean, not to bring
Okay.
things down.
That's
I
not
was,
that far.
I was for a funeral in Oklahoma. But I could have sworn I saw one. Hang on now. So, all right. So I'm going to just say Oklahoma. Where are we at? Here. I'll bring it over here. So while we're waiting for this thing to compile. All right. So where's the closest one to me? Wow.
BGT, why would we use Refine when we can also just use the EFI boot manager and do it the right way?
Yeah, but
We
Refine
could,
is pretty.
but we got right. Well, we got a BIOS system, so we're not
that's
doing
right,
either
so-
of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, yeah, no. Get EFI out your mouth. We don't have EFI. We're too old for that.
I want to know. I use system deboot.
Yeah. So you're not using any of those.
All right.
No, I'm just I'm using a text file.
Well, next
Yeah.
time I'm in Oklahoma, I will go to Casey's, but I am not. That sounds cool. I want some pizza. Is their pizza really good or something? We have this new place that opened up. It's from a guy from Jersey. And
The place here, they actually make it from scratch at the store.
that's
well,
cool.
then that would be good. Yeah.
We have a guy from Jersey that is very proud of his pizza, and it's like the super cool, like they're like half of a house sized, and then you have to fold them up to eat them. It's so fantastic, and like
okay.
the bottom is crispy and the top is just so greasy, oily. Oh, so good.
We got to go visit Steve for pizza.
Okay, wait, Steve, are you in Chicago?
Yes.
Just outside, yeah.
Oh my God,
But
that's
born
not
and
a.
raised in Chi-
It's not a pizza.
Chi-town.
It's not even a pizza.
It's a pie.
Yeah, that's
It's a pie.
right. It is
Pie.
a casserole, a hot
Tell
dish.
you what,
Yeah, casserole.
Tell you what, then,
That's
if
a
you're-
hot
if you're gonna go visit Steve to get some pizza, then you should come to me and get some chili.
Wait a minute.
Because I'm in
Excuse me.
Cincinnati.
Excuse me. I'm from Texas. We have.
Will you bring the cornbread with you then?
Okay, fine. Okay, actually, I take that back.
But
Texas,
Leo, you got Cece's down there.
you are correct, and I feel absolutely terrible every time I leave that place. You're like, have I ever eaten 16 slices of pizza before in my life? After Cece's, you have, and you
Yeah.
feel bad.
Yeah, you do every time.
You feel very
Yeah,
bad.
my son just, there's a couple of them. One keeps opening and closing around here, but my son loves pizza.
Yeah, you hurt
Yeah.
yourself. That's the place you go to hurt yourself, and
Yeah.
you accomplish it every time. But as far as Cincinnati chili goes, it may be very good. I already blaspheme in Texas because I put beans in my chili.
Oh, yeah.
Because the beans belong in chili.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Correct.
I'm glad we're all
disagree.
here. Oh, there it
Disagree.
is. There it is. I knew we
The
were going
beans go on top of the chili, and
Okay.
then you top it off with spaghetti.
What?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so how do we
Even
kick
the
people out?
Australian.
No,
Australian
that-
Italian. Thank you very
There
much.
you go.
And the chef.
That-
I'm just
that
saying.
That is
Hinted.
Cincinnati. That is Cincinnati chili, and yes, we do in fact use
Chili mac.
We
Or you
even
use macaroni.
we even put cinnamon in it too.
Okay, I put cinnamon
No,
in my
yeah,
chili.
yeah.
That's
No,
fine.
No.
That's fine.
Yeah,
With
that's okay.
pasta? Did you?
No, not with pasta,
you
with
say
chili.
In
Oh,
the chili.
Okay, no, because he said.
Well, you
spaghetti
put the
before,
pasta
so
on
just-
top.
Well, he just.
Yeah, but not with. Yeah, but
Yeah, the
pasta
pasta
and
on top of
cinnamon never belong. No.
All right,
no,
let me-
that
let me-
is no.
All right.
Don't
well,
knock it till you try
No.
it.
I got to get on Joshua's side here on this one. Let me tell you something. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you why. So I make a mean chili, dude. And, dude, I will eat that for days. But the kids love it when I make mac and cheese, give them a big old mess of mac and cheese, and then put a big old mess of chili on top, which does have cinnamon in it. And then
That'd be all right.
So
My son made a 5 cheese mac and cheese the other week.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I mean the mac and cheese part is already. I mean, we wouldn't have this conversation in Italy. It's just not. It doesn't.
I believe it.
No, this is not Italian. This is not Italian.
I made my Kraft mac and cheese about an hour ago.
Yeah, that's not the same.
No, you got to go. So we have an HEB down here, but I know y'all can get Velveeta. So get the Velveeta one. That the cheese is so much creamier. It's so much. Oh, it's so good. It's so. I love Kraft. There's a flavor to Kraft that
it is good. I'll eat it. Yeah, it's like lunch.
Yep.
But it smells of lunch.
The Velveeta stuff is
good. My son, he makes his from scratch with Velveeta all the time. The time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my son, he threw in Velveeta, pepper jack, regular cheddar, shredded cheddar.
Oh,
we have a 3 cheese blend. Parmesan, Romano, something else mix.
Bruno's having to hold himself back because he has not heard the word bechamel the whole time.
No, there's no bechamel.
And dusted it with Cheeto dust.
Oh, my daughter does this. She gets the flaming hot Cheetos, and she grinds the. I have a molcajete where
cinnamon. Yeah.
And she'll just on top and then stir it in. It's fantastic.
The Flamin' Hot stuff sounds good, actually.
I love it. Like, Flamin' Hot stuff is good in the first place, but she was like, put some on your mac and cheese.
Put a
and
little
I'm like,
on your mac and cheese.
And I'm like, how dare you, little girl? And then she
my
proceeds
son, I gotta
to blow
go
my
pick him
mind.
up, so
all right.
Good luck with Gentoo. I'll see you guys sitting here next week.
We'll be
The
here.
interview will be longer.
Probably.
So will Leo's hair.
It's pretty long now.
All right, guys. You take care. See you, Bruno.
See you,
See you later, Steve.
Take care, mate.
Yeah, I tried to run some interference for you, but I didn't hear the word bechamel the entire time, and I was very offended.
Look, you got to be careful because people take food very seriously, and you know it's always a thing. And different countries do it differently. Don't get me wrong. In Australia, we had a place called San Antone, which did an American like barbecue, like it's an American barbecue sort of restaurant kind of thing, and they had cornbread, mac and cheese. This is stuff that we don't get here. Like I've never had cornbread in Australia because nowhere sells it. This was the first time I had it, and I think they opened up about 6 years ago.
Wow.
So that was the first time I'd ever had cornbread.
So did they actually make the cornbread with corn?
Yes.
Yep. So hold on, was it sweet or savory?
Sweet.
That's another one of those things about chili, like with beans or without beans. It's a sweet or savory cornbread, and people will fight over that idea.
Sure.
Like,
so,
whoa.
I think if you get like the jalapenos in the cornbread and it's sweet,
you're right, Larry.
And it goes with the chili. That's where the magic's at, right?
Yeah.
I'd go with that. That'd be great.
Jalapeno jelly is We have a pizza joint here, wood-fired pizza place, and they have I forget what they call it, but they use jalapeno jelly on top of their salami. And yeah, and then wood fire the whole thing, and it's so good. It's so good. Almost makes me want pineapple in my pizza. Almost.
Did they put the jelly on and then cook it, or they put it once it's already been cooked?
It looks like it happened after the fact.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
So they didn't burn the jelly and it melts with the fat.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job. They do okay.
Yeah, nice.
But this New York place, man, well, New Jersey place, I can't get enough of it, man. Like this place is gonna kill me. It's fantastic because they serve it on that crappy white little plate. And then, like, that's apparently just a grease catcher because you fold the pizza in half and then you just eat it while you walk to the other store. Yeah, that place.
Well, you need to walk.
It's going to kill me. Yeah, exactly, right. You got to walk off some of that saturated fat in there.
Yeah.
But it was delicious. Yeah, I felt very Ninja Turtles when I ate it.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right, so we're pulling in Grub. We're so close. Yeah, Grub installed Dev SDA, and we're pretty much there, right? And then make config. That's it. We can reboot. We're so close, guys. It's like 5 minutes. Okay, well, after it compiles, like 5 minutes. That's what I love about Gentoo. It's like it's never quite done because you're never done compiling. But when it is done compiling, you're almost done. But Larry's right. Got to have cornmeal to make cornbread. I have a bunch of cornmeal in the pantry. And for tacos, you got to have the real.
Oh.
And that stuff is like a dime a bag down here, man. You can buy pounds and pounds of it for a couple dollars.
Yeah, it's not real bad here either.
I love it though. You can make. Oh, you ever had gorditas? This is one of the things that I've been making here lately, which is like real fat corn tortillas, right? But when you do that, when you fry it, there's like an air bubble that gets created in the middle of it. Oh yeah. Oh, Team Linux. He's about to talk about cornbread. Hang on. So there's an air bubble. You're unmuted now. There's an air bubble in the tortilla, and then like whenever you take it off the pan, you open that up, and then you just fill it with like meat and cheese, and then you walk around. It's like a little like a corn hamburger. Oh, it's amazing.
Yep. Like
Anyway,
a little pita pocket type thing.
Yes, it is a corn pocket. That's correct. All right, Team Linux, you're unmuted.
What I wanted to say though, I have a Gentoo story. Back in like 2004, I had a compact which had an AMD processor, single core, all that stuff. It was a family computer, had an extra hard drive. My friend actually installed Gentoo because I actually got a PS2 Linux kit, so I was trying to learn Linux with that. And then we just wanted to try out Linux on the main machine. And so we compiled Gentoo, and it didn't work because we compiled the wrong processor type.
Oh, no.
It took hours and hours and hours, and
then it didn't work.
And then it didn't work.
Oh.
But it didn't deter me.
No, that's good.
I mean, like, I didn't use Gentoo, but I got into Ubuntu. And,
well, there you go.
Fedora Core and Fedora, like, good stuff.
As long as you're in Linux, man, it's all good.
I am pretty much Linux only right now.
That's awesome. I still have to deal with the other two on a regular basis.
I'm lucky enough to be in the never used Windows club.
Never?
Never.
Okay.
Wow.
My first computer was given to me with Ubuntu.
Wow.
All right.
Fantastic.
When was that, if you don't mind me asking?
2006.
My first computer was given to me with Windows 3.11 on it. And I played this really cool tank game. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't know what Linux was until I went to college. And I couldn't get the college internet portal to work on my computer.
Of course.
Firefox, because Firefox didn't have any compatibility with the DRM scheme that the portal page was using.
No, of course.
Which why you had DRM on a portal page, I don't know, but it was a thing.
Yeah, well, the bring your own stuff brings a whole lot of rules with it, and a lot of times that's use the right browser on the right OS. That's way. That's what we were talking about in the episode about web environment integrity. That's the exact same idea, but it's for the wider web, and that's uncool, man. Very uncool. So BGT says that you can have refined for non-EFI systems.
I remember reading about it. I don't know if it's officially supported. I haven't done it myself though.
What?
It's cool. I mean, well, there's a rabbit hole there if you ever dive into Rod's books where Refine.
Hold on.
Is
Rod,
found.
As in hot the Linux Rod?
That's the name of the guy.
Rod W. Smith.
It's rodsbooks.com. Is the actual website for the Refine.
Yeah.
Rod's Books.
I thought you knew that.
No,
Yeah, you've been to the Refines. You've been to the site
have.
before. Yeah.
Rod's Books.
Wow. Can we call him Hot Rod? Because I feel like.
Sure. Why not?
Sure.
If he were on the stream.
I don't think he watches the show, so we're probably safe.
Yeah, maybe if he were here today. Be like, yo, Rod. Okay, all right. So there is a way. Yeah, look. Oh, wait, no. That's not what that is. No, come on now. No, don't click things. Control F.
I kind of like system deboot myself.
I do too.
It's getting very popular. Yeah.
Yeah, System 76, Papa West started using System Deboot. Elementary OS uses System Deboot, and I have started to...
Solus was the first distro that I know of to actually use System Deboot.
Yeah, as a matter of fact...
it was still Gummy Boot back then.
Yeah, does Papa West not use a modified version of the Solus installer?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I think it uses CLR Boot Manager.
Yep, it sounds about right. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with Cosmic.
That does look interesting.
I have been trying so hard to pull down the sources for that and see if I could get them to build, but honestly, I don't know the first thing about Rust. So as a result, I don't know what I'm doing when I'm trying to compile this.
Yep.
Right.
All right. So here's something that we have to make a decision on. So Grub Platforms equals EFI 64. Well, that's probably not true for me, right?
No, you're biased.
Right. So what goes in this box right here?
Just grub install /dev SDA.
Wait, so
you just scroll down just a little bit, probably from where you're at there.
So
if you look,
hold on, wait.
When using BIOS.
Wait, what? When you? Oh, well, I know, but what? Okay, so a note for. Oh, but this is not for me because I'm not a UFI user. Okay.
So you need to, So when using BIOS,
y'all read the handbook. That's what happened.
Hopefully you do too.
No. Are you kidding? I haven't read a single word.
Have you seen how Leo's been scrolling? He's skipping over chapters, and then when he goes back to it, he goes.
And you're like, whoa, hold on, go back, and then I go back. That's how that works.
Yeah. So installation finished.
So
no errors reported.
Yep, skip that.
It was installed for an i386 PC.
That is correct. So don't need to deal with that either because that's EFI. Configure, grub, make config. I do need to do this.
Yes.
Okay. So grub, make config. Oh, boot, grub config.
Yep.
Cool.
So that's going to output that to that file.
Warning!
And
OS Prober will not be executed to detect other bootable partitions.
You don't need that. You've only got one OS.
That's right. I only got the one. Okay. No, we're not doing Lilo. Don't need to install Lilo.
Now.
We're not doing EFI boot. Hold on. I want to get to the handbook here. Sys Linux. Another boot. Okay, that's another alternative. Rebooting the system. Josh was correct.
You got to unmount.
Right. Exit out of the chroot. Unmount all the things.
When you call reboot, it should gracefully unmount anyway, so you can actually just reboot.
You are. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that would do something like that, but I'm on stream right now, so I can't look that dumb if something goes wrong.
You want to make sure things are synced. It should do it gracefully.
Are you saying that you've never that you know that my name is Josh, but apparently you've never looked at my YouTube channel where I install Gentoo on a weekly basis?
I know exactly what you do, and I appreciate that you're here. You're keeping me on the rails, man. But I know that when I do it, it won't go right. That's how this is going to go. It's just the way it goes. All right.
Technically, you do want to make sure your file systems are all synced and everything's all good. So unmounting it is probably not a terrible choice.
Right. Okay. So, all right, let's go check on this guy. Here's my live stream Gentoo.
I definitely run the sync command before unmounting file systems and whatnot.
Whoops! Yeah. Oh, Larry just said wait. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
It's too late. It's already been rebooted.
You know what? You know what, though? The handbook didn't tell me to do that. The handbook did not say to sync my file systems first.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
So, you know what?
You're probably fine.
Okay.
Listen, you're fine.
So here's the thing about the sync command. Umount actually calls sync before it unmounts the file system because it calls file system completion. What's a sync command do? Calls file system write completion.
Okay.
Right.
So we're probably
unmounting is what I'm telling you. That's the thing to make sure that you're
now
everything's synced and you got rid of it. Yeah.
If you're paranoid and you've dealt with the old AT hard drives, you might want to run the sync command. But on a SATA disk, it's fine.
To be perfectly honest, I meant to say USB flash drive.
Oh, those are the things you definitely want to make sure you've done that. Yeah. Leo just rips his right out.
Okay, so
Always. He never waits.
So it booted, but SSH didn't come up. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do this blind on the stream. It's RC. What is it? RC
add.
Well, let me just
SSHD.
start it, and then we can add it on stream. So how do I
Oh, yeah.
start something with RC thing? Open RC.
Let's see. It's been a minute since I used this. I think it's
I
just
know, right?
RC.
Start.
RC service?
Yeah, I think it's RC service SSHD start.
Oh, it's already been started. Okay, maybe I'm just too impatient. Oh, hold on. Oh, it changed its IP. What the? Why would it do that?
That makes sense because yeah, that makes
Does
sense.
it make sense?
Yeah.
It generated a new MAC address or something? What do you mean?
Could be.
It's probably a Proxmox thing.
Oh no, hold
Virtual
on.
machine dealio, yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Machine name change, so
Wait, well, why is my password not working? I was
can't
able.
fix
Hold
that.
on. I was able to log in through the physical console, but I'm not able to log in through SSH. Okay, let me set my password.
Oh, what's your yeah, so are you logging in as root?
Correct.
Can root SSH?
Why not? Permission denied. Pub key. Keyboard interactive.
Typically that's not allowed.
It
Yeah,
needs
no,
a pub
you-
key, so I have to go change the open SSH config.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to go to the machine directly and
It's
where you can
SSH
SSH
underscore config. Let's see. What is it? Root something or another?
I think root login is prohibiting password by default.
Yeah, root login is prohibited over SSH.
Right, but it's in the
Typically.
in the Etsy SSH SSHD config. I can change that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it called? What is the option called?
Permit
Allow
root login.
Yeah, allow root. Yeah. The
Okay,
allow
it's
root login.
not
Yeah.
in. So wait, is it allow or permit?
It's permit root login as one word.
Uh-huh.
And then yes.
And that's just no equals, just yes, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So let's try this one more. Oh, I need to reload.
You got to I was going to say you
so-
got to restart the service.
RC. Is there a restart?
RC service SSHD restart.
There it is. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Root. Did not. It's not going to let me. Hold on. I must have done that. Permit root login. Yes. That lines up with what you said. Hold on. Let me share this screen so I can show you that I'm not dumb. I promise. Add window capture. That one. Okay. Take a look there. I know it's small, but SSHD config going all the way down. So permit root. Do I need to do that before the include statement?
I think you do.
Because it's capital P
Oh,
permit.
because it's going to include the other
Does that
configuration.
directory actually exist?
I don't know, but it's going to include that other configuration file first.
All right. Well, then we'll do it after. All right. So, or before. Permit root login. Yes. Yeah. Nothing special there. Looks right.
Yep.
Permit root
I was
login.
just-
Yes.
It's small, like you said. So
Yeah.
I'm squinting at it.
And then RC service SSHD restart. Okay. And then get the IP. Yeah, that's correct. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, I didn't like it. I mean, I'm obviously in the root thingy here. And it booted. So, we're 99% of the way there. But for some reason, SSH doesn't like me.
I'm sure it's a root thing.
Well, I know. Right. It has to be because it's telling me permission denied. Not that my password is wrong.
Just make a user then.
Oh, okay. Do I have that one? I don't have that one, do I?
You have user add.
Yeah, but that's so manual. How do I don't even remember the options for this.
It's also in the handbook.
Of course it is.
It's actually one of the next steps. So
is it?
It totally goes over that.
Okay.
I think so,
The
yeah.
next chapter of the handbook.
Well, I'm
tells you how to add
I'm
users.
sharing this page anyway, so it's fine. Okay. This one, configuring, finalizing. All right. So user. Oh, cool. I can just steal it. And we'll change that to the old Leo. Oh wait, I can't copy paste into this window. Adding it manually, it is. Okay. User.
Type it out, buddy.
What?
I said type it out, buddy.
Yep. So users wheel. We don't even have sudo in here.
No, you didn't pick do as or sudo. That's another thing that's coming up soon too.
All right. Well, I'll emerge sudo in a minute. All right. So we're good there.
You can still switch users. Switch users still there, so you're good.
Okay. Oh, no mail server. So no mailbox.
That's fine.
You don't need a mailbox.
Sure I do. Where else am I going to get my log digests?
Var log.
I guess. Okay. So even though it complained, it kept it. Look, I exist. All right. So I can get rid of the old tar ball where I... Oh, well, can't copy paste that either. Oh, I guess I could probably
Well,
SSH
yeah, now
in
you can try to SSH. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Don't I need to be in a group for that? Maybe.
No, not for SSH.
Oh.
I think you got all the groups you need.
Oh, would you look at that? All right.
We can't.
I know. Hold on. Pressing the eyeball now, and then pressing the eyeball. There you go. Look at that. We're here.
Oh, it's behind your other one.
This
There you
is Gentoo now. We're in Gen number 2. Look.
And we're in there as Leo.
Exactly. I'm me. Look at this. ID. User ID
Oh, you
1000.
need 2 more enters, Leo.
Oh, wait,
You've only got 4.
wait. There we go. Look at that. All right, so we have a running
Who thought
system.
up Wheel? I want to know where the story for Wheel came from.
You know what? That's going to be an entire episode because
I will have to crack open my copy of the Unix System Administrator's Handbook.
wait,
I'm sure that's where it comes from.
You mean these all the way
Yes.
from number 1? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure. It's
What a
documented
flex,
in there.
Leo.
I know.
What a
I-
flex.
It's the only time I'll ever be able to do it. Like it'll never happen again
Yeah.
in my entire life.
That's so true.
Now, do you have the IBM mainframe to go with those?
I do not, but I do have, and BGT will love this, the GNU Emacs manual. This is version 13 from, oh, no, I'm sorry, version 20 from June 1997, dude.
That's a thick boy. And the font's probably font 9 or something.
Oh,
like,
it's a GNU
jeez.
free font. You know it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And like the spacing, the kerning on it is like very
It was
special. So you know it's a free font.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is it monospaced?
No, it's not. It is a serif font, but it's not monospace. They have a very specific monospaced font in here. You would know.
I'll put it on the camera. Let's
Well,
go.
I don't know if you can see it.
You're
Can-
reading it.
little
Oh, the lighting.
You know, hey, it's there.
Hey, that's
Let me
better
see.
than I thought it would be, to be honest.
There you
It's
go.
actually not
You
bad.
you can see the mono.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I can see the mono stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The
but
code looks good. The
Yeah.
code text looks good. That stands out.
But
I
the
like
serif-
that. I hate when it looks a bit too nice.
yeah,
now,
the serif
why
font.
can't that be the default font in Emacs?
Uh-oh. Shots
I
fired.
don't know.
We're going down another rabbit hole now.
Just throwing shade, just firing shots.
All right. So it tells me to man emerge, and this makes so much sense, right, Bruno?
I'm with you.
Look at that. Just I understand now.
Yep.
That's something that is another job to deal with. All right. So I think this will be the last thing we do. Emerge sync. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, but sudo's not in there. So, okay, so we'll have to switch user.
Right.
And now we can emerge sync. See, this is old style. There was no sudo back in the day.
I was going to say.
You have to become root and then do root things.
Yeah, so you can here. I'll let you in on a little secret. I picked do as instead of sudo.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's a little easier to set up.
Okay. I've just been exposed to sudo forever because, I mean, it's never been a question which type of, become root it is. It just was always, sudo.
It's a little, it is. And it is, but it is a little, I think do as is a little leaner.
Okay.
And I think it's also more secure.
Yeah, supposedly, more secure. I
can see that. I can definitely see that.
So.
Okay.
So is do as old or new? Because I mean, sudo and su is the same way I sort of was raised. I didn't even know there was a do as, but it makes sense, I guess. It's just a variance.
Do as is a fairly new project. I think it came out 4 or 5 years ago by the OpenBSD project.
Yeah, it's newish. Yeah.
And I think it's because it's a BSD thing that it never really kind of crossed paths with me because I mean the Linux experience I have has always been in server administration. So it's either been like a CentOS or a Red Hat or something like that, or I get to choose my own, and that would be an Ubuntu or a Debian. So and those always come stock with sudo. So it's never been really a question for me ever. But I have heard do as, and so Dan, on your so wait, so you just type in do as instead of sudo, but everything else works the same.
Yeah.
As far as invoking commands goes.
Yeah.
From just the basic command, you don't get any of the fancy features. So you don't get a variant of a sudo edit or anything like that.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, it was 15.
Oh, you can't do a do as edit. Got you. Yeah, which you can do that as a sudo for. Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Right.
All right. So this thing is telling me because it's only been 15 minutes and 1 second that it probably is not a good idea to update this. Okay.
Yeah, you probably don't need to. Yeah.
So
once a day. That's the netiquette.
All right. So I'm able to SSH in as me. I need to figure out the sudo thing or do as, whichever. But at that point, we're complete, right?
You got a system, yeah, you're good,
and we can reboot this thing, and it'll continue
as
to
many
go.
times as you want. You can reboot. Yes.
All right. Oh, Block says use equals persist on do as on Gentoo is very arguably a bit less secure.
If you use that, yes.
Hold on. So use persist would mean that once you use it once, it'll just continue to be forever.
No, it'll remember for 15 minutes or something like that.
Oh, well, that's fine.
I think that's adjustable even the amount of time. Yeah.
Wow. So what you're saying, Block, is that if you do not set persist, then every time you run do as, it requires a password.
It prompts you. Yep. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't maybe set it to 1 or 2 minutes, but man, that would be so annoying.
They say that it's less secure, but the way that I see it, if you just set it so the only users that you can log into from a remote session is a non-sudo user, then that is a complete non-issue. Because by the time somebody has physical access to your machine, you've already failed somewhere else in your security tool chain.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see
true.
That. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's 15 minutes is probably fine. For my use case, I would leave that alone. I wouldn't mess with that. But
out of curiosity, do you know if you can do the same with sudo? Is in once you've entered it once, it then won't ask you again?
Oh, yes. There's a lot of options that you can set there.
I think sudo does that by default.
Yeah, there's a 5 or 10 minute window, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty long because I've left and come back and run a command and it was fine. So.
So I think, hang on, I think where I'm thinking differently is I'm not thinking from the terminal perspective. I'm actually thinking from the GUI perspective. Because what I experienced in OpenSUSE is it has a box to go remember password, which then allows it to remember the password and you don't have to re-enter it again. Let's say you open up a partition manager or whatever.
There's an option for that too.
Yeah.
That's a keyring function.
Yep.
Yeah. I think also policy kit.
Right. And I wouldn't use that. Like I would let that password expire. Just because, I don't know. I guess it's,
I like
security
it on the
brain.
I like it on the laptop. Like what Dan was saying, right? Is because I'm at my laptop. I'm already in, so like I don't want to have to keep. It's sort of the half Windows, half Linux. It's have your cake and eat it too. Yes, I get the security. Yes, I don't mind entering the password. I mean, I've got the fingerprint reader now, which works even on KDE everywhere. Finally, which is great. So less of a problem. However, especially when I've got my little Boink, my distributed computing service. Yeah, I'm the only one that has access to those. So I'd rather it be able to go, hey, it's Bruno. Cool. I'm not going to keep asking you. Do what you need to do so it gets out of my way.
Yeah.
But I'd like to set that up properly. And I was like, I wonder if that's a pseudo thing to do or
proper
do
way to
as.
set that up is to use a hardware security key, so like a YubiKey or something like that.
Right.
You just plug it into the USB port on your laptop, and then it'll work just like what you expressed right there.
I mean, I could. I'll see. But in Australia, they're a little bit pricey. They're not exactly the cheapest things.
Yeah.
And I've got, at the moment, my distributed computing service has 8 PCs.
Dude, there's got to be a way to use your phone.
You can also make your own.
Surely you can use your phone.
Yeah, there's a way you can use your phone with
probably use one-time password.
I'm thinking
TOTP.
like
OTP thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's certainly got to be some kind of way to write a private key to your phone. Like, make it even simpler than that. Is to just write the private key and then ship that over.
Your phone?
For what Bruno is doing? Yeah, but no.
Well, okay, yeah, fair.
But also no.
All right, just checking.
Yeah. The little spy-dar went off. Beep, 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 beep.
I'd write it to a USB key before I put it on my phone, probably.
Oh, see that? Okay. Yeah, that'd be all right. I could do that.
Yeah, so like even if you Lux
even simpler,
that,
I like that. Go buy the cheapest USB key that you can. Back up the private key, obviously. But then, and then put it on that and then just tote that around. That would be kind of cool.
That would be better.
Yeah.
Than my phone.
I was going to say, that actually sounds like a pretty usable solution. I've got access to the front of all the PCs. Yeah. That's actually a really cool idea.
Yep.
I like that.
Lux encrypt it, and then you just unlock the volume, and then
heck yeah.
Yep, that would be all right.
All right. So Block says, Duaz relies on the OpenBSD kernel to accomplish that persist feature. So so
Linux
Linux
still work perfectly fine on Linux.
Yeah, Linux does it a little differently, and then so I take it Block runs a whole lot of BSDs because there have been a whole lot of times where I've thought, Linux User Space is a Linux podcast, but we could accidentally do free BSD once, or OpenBSD twice, or Ghost BSD thrice.
Or do Unraid, because Unraid is amazing, and it's a lot of fun.
TrueNAS core, TrueNAS scale.
Right.
I was voluntold to come up with a topic to discuss on the Linux cast. So this weekend we're going to be talking about if the Linux Foundation is actually evil or not.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
do it.
All right,
do it. I will tune in for that one. Yeah,
I know the answer. Yeah, I know the answer.
All right. Well, that's lots to think about now. FreeBSD is super fun. So. Block, there may be a history episode for FreeBSD coming one of these days. I can't commit because Gentoo's huge, and then Debian was also huge. I'm trying for easy somewhere in the middle there, but FreeBSD will come up eventually. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
All right,
BGT. Good night. I think we're all working up to that.
I know you're in the future too, so you get to bed.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna do the same thing. I'm starving. I got to eat me something. It is about time.
I'm an hour in the future. It's pretty dark.
See, you could also give me the winning lottery numbers. But I feel like Bruno has enough lead time. That's really what that was about.
Yep.
Got like a good
this is true.
10 hours of lead time, man. It's a lot. All right.
I'm out in front. I'll send you those lotto numbers.
Perfect. I'm planning on winning. It's great. So until then, until I win the lottery, until Dan, I'll split it with you, Dan. When we get that all done, then we'll come back on for another live stream, and then we'll all have cool lighting setups and cameras and stuff. But
we'll have to
you have to pay for today's services too. The Gentoo support service. You need to pay for that
of course,
as well. So
of course.
You're gonna need.
Oh yeah,
that's 10% of the lottery winnings go to Gentoo support. Yep. All right, y'all.
Well, thanks everybody for coming.
Definitely. And then I think
Thanks.
we're gonna add more to Gentoo. This is gonna be a Gentoo box that we keep working on forever. So next time we'll come back to it and keep going.
Cool.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
See you
it was
again.
fun.
See you again on the next live stream.
Yep.
Bye,
See y'all.
y'all.
See you again.